Hi guys, and welcome to tonight's live stream. We are going to be taking a look at four-wheel drive rallying tonight. Basically, how do you go fast in a four-wheel drive car? We have taken a look at front-wheel drive, we've taken a look at rear-wheel drive. Now we are combining the two together, so we're getting the engine power delivered to the front chassis and the rear chassis? Axle. I meant to say axle. So yeah, how different is that going to be? Not a whole pile. It's obviously a lot different. Sorry, it's a combination of the two. I would say. You know, front wheel drive, you're trying to keep the momentum going forward. You're trying to minimize understeer. Rear wheel drive, you're trying to minimize oversteer. With four wheel drive, you got the best of both worlds. So you just have to try and take what you've learnt from front wheel drive and rear wheel drive and combine them. But I would say a driving style more like front wheel drive with some things added in is what you need to do to be fast with a four wheel drive. Hello Sasquatch, hello Robbie. Yeah, if I can get my hands on another one for you guys, I will certainly do that. So, we are in Dirtfish in Washington, USA. And we are going to do the usual, what we've done with front wheel drive and rear wheel drive. We'll take a spin around. Let's talk about the unique characteristics that you need to learn in terms of driving style. Yeah, we are with the Skoda power. So we've got medium tires, that'll be fine. We'll go hard because you can just, it sort of multiplies the difference when you have a bit less grip. You're able to show what you need to do with your driving style whenever you've got a bit less grip, in terms of throttle control, braking, steering, all the good stuff. Hello Aggie, I am good, hope you are too, bro. So, as we always start with, let's talk a little bit about traction throttle control to begin with. So, in terms of launch starts, it's really basic with this. with front wheel drive, rear wheel drive, we had to manage it a bit more, but with this here, you just want to build up the revs. You want to let the clutch out, and yeah, you can hold it. Obviously, we don't have launch control in game. It'd be something nice to bring in the future, but we want to probably hold it at a certain rev, so you hold it up to somewhere around there, or you can hit the limiter, and then we're just gonna go and full throttle. All four wheels are scrambling for grip, so there's no issue there at all. We can hold the throttle down completely, and we will we'll still be as fast as if we were trying to modulate the throttle, because we're just getting really good grip. So let's talk a little bit about throttle control in the corners. So turn in here, we go on throttle. We get a little bit of rotation, but because we're getting so much traction from all four wheels, the car's just going forward. So again, even in the corners, we don't have to worry about throttle control all that much. Come into this, you see a little bit of throttle control just there now, because we were drifting towards the barrier. So that's where you want to have throttle control, and I use similar throttle control to what it was with the rear wheel drive cars, just in and out, little dabs whenever you need to modulate it. Of course, you can be smooth. I think we learned that the other night. It's in the fast corners I'm smoother with more gradual with my throttle inputs, and then in the tighter corners with the lower radius, I'm punching the throttle more. So let's go into our donut in here, and this is similar to rear wheel drive, but we're not getting as much rotation from the rear because we've got traction from all four wheels, so we can actually hold the throttle almost completely full. I just come off it a little bit there, and the main thing that's allowing us to adjust our angle or our trajectory is the steering wheel with a four-wheel drive car. So we're just going in and out, correcting, but mostly we're turning in. So the wheels are spinning, we want to tell the car where to go. So it's actually really easy. I just think four-wheel drive is probably maybe the easiest type to drive, because the car does a lot of work for you, but also the funnest, because you can just have fun. Even in real life, you get to drive an R5 or a WRC car. We always joke that it's just like playing the term we use is PlayStation game, but it could be any sort of console, PC. But we say, I was just like doing a stage in the PlayStation. So this is taking no effort. This is so simple. So in terms of throttle control, you don't have to worry about it too much. Only if we start to get a lot of sideways traction loss, so lateral traction loss, that's when we want to start coming back off throttle so we don't slide wide. And you will find that in certain you will find, in certain locations in Dirt Rally 2.0, you will start to drift out, especially when you start to get tire wear. You need to modulate the throttle, and in wet conditions. Snow and ice for launch. Yeah, snow and ice, you might want to modulate the throttle a little bit. But generally I keep it pinned, but we'll take a little look at Monte Carlo maybe again. Hold her wide and hold her flat. That's all you need to do for drive. But no, there's some more things to learn. Dan Groot says he knows the basics, but wants to get better times. It's good to see you. You're a long time lurker, but it's good to see you in the comments now, Dan. Thank you. Glad that I'm helping you. So throttle control is pretty easy. We will take a little look at an on-stage example of throttle control. Let's talk a little bit about braking. So braking, similar to front wheel drive, you just want to brake nice and firmly, and then, you know, sort of trail brake or let off more into the corner. That's the way I like to do it anyway, is take us for an example down into this dip. We're going to brake, and then we come off the brake again till we get our entry speed. Let the car rotate. We come off the brake to do that though. We come off the brake to let the car rotate, and then we're on the throttle. And like I said, you don't really have to modulate. We have to modulate around here because look, we're getting a lot of sideways action there, so we have to modulate the throttle more at low speed than high speed. And something like this R5 is very nimble. A lot of the time you actually don't need to use the handbrake, you can just use weight transfer. So yeah, we just talked about braking. We know that. Let's take a look at this corner up here. We're going to come up. This is a fast corner. We want to brake and then just turn in and keep the throttle on. We don't need to touch the brake again. Ideally you just want to brake once for a corner and then turn in and go back in the throttle. As you can see there, take my foot completely away from the brake again. Hello, OB rallying. So braking, braking, braking. Got our speed off the brake, on the throttle. And then we got a bit of understeer. We started to rotate. We lost the rotation. We started understeer, and then we had to brake again. So down here, we're gonna brake hard in a straight line. And we use the throttle to lose the traction to rotate the car around like that in 180 degree. You don't want to crash in that orange fence. There's no give in it at all. So we're making our way through the list of stuff pretty quickly already. We talked a bit about throttle controls, pretty simple. We've talked about braking. You want to brake in a nice straight line. But let's say you want to unsettle the car under braking, which also sort of covers weight transfer. So whenever we brake, we put all the weight to the front wheels. We put the traction on, and then we can do that. It's almost like a miniature Scandinavian flick. You just go slightly one way and then into the corner. So the opposite way, we're going to brake, go the opposite way, and we get the weight transfer like that. It's very subtle, but really effective, and it stops you using the handbrake because just like that. And we get on throttle, and we just made one corner out of that. It's a lot more efficient than using the handbrake because the handbrake is our last resort. We only want to use that for really tight corners like hairpins, or if we're in a spot of bother with you know, loads of understeer to stop us from crashing because of understeer. That's when we want to pull the handbrake. But ideally, if we can get the front tires to grip, then we don't want to use the handbrake. So we come down, brake. It's just a mini Scandinavian flick again, gets the car to shift its weight, lose traction, then we get on the throttle and we power slide around the corner. It's quite easy to do. So we're coming up here. This is a faster corner. We probably don't want to do the miniature Scandinavian flick. And look, we actually carried too much speed. Depending on what way your car is set up, if you carry too much speed in a four-wheel drive car, you're either going to get understeer washout or a lot of oversteer, which is going to cause you to spin out. So I guess washing out is better than spinning out. So yeah, weight transfer is pretty easy in four-wheel drive car as well. You keep in mind what you learnt with your front-wheel drive. It's very similar to that because you want to put the weight onto the front wheels to grip. So you're braking, you're putting the weight onto the front wheels, and then you're turning in to get the car to rotate. And if you want to shift the weight, obviously you would go the opposite way and then turn in, because you get a pendulum effect on the weight in the car. So the weight in the car is always moving around. You know, it's never in the one place. You've got, if you think about it, it's almost like you know, the G-force gauge. You know, when you brake, it goes forward. When you accelerate, it goes back. And when you go around a corner, it goes from side to side. That's really, if you imagine that, if you can picture the G-force indicator gauge in your mind, and we're sat here at the minute, it's just in the middle, and we take off, it's going all the way, it's going to the back, being pushed back. You know, you take off in the rally car, you don't really get that sensation in the game unless you've got a motion platform, but it kicks you back in your seat. So you're going like that, all the weight's going to the back of the car. So that's when you start to get understeer. If you've got all the weight back there, you've got no weight over the front. And then we brake, all the weight goes forward. So then we get better grip on the front. And you're always trying to balance, you know, balance in the middle is where you know, you want to keep that imaginary dot. Because if you go too far, then you're going to lose traction. And when we're cornering, we want to feel the edge of grip on the tire, you know, just before the tire is going to start slipping now, and we just manage it with throttle. And you don't want to over rotate the four-wheel drive cars either. You want to just have enough rotation, just like that, because that's fast. You know, we're not going over 90 degrees of sort of rotation. You know, we're not coming in and going like that and then trying to straighten up again and losing loads of time, because that scrubs off all of your speed. We want to carry the speed through the corner. Just imagine we come down, we're trying to make it around here, we come in with too much speed and the car just wants to go straight. And that's because we're not reducing our speed to be precise. We want to pick an entry speed for where we're going and try not to lose that entry speed then, because we don't want to go lower than what we have to with the entry speed. We want to come down in, we want to pick our entry speed, so we're braking, we know now that's probably enough, and then we go back on the throttle, and we're not trying to rotate the car more than what we have to. So let's take a look at handbrake turns. Just take a look at the comments. Christian says, thanks for the tips, greetings from Chile. Glad you're enjoying it, Christian. Adrian's really gotten into rallying. I think it's a good idea to invest in a VR headset. Yeah, VR headsets are very good. It's as close as you get to the real thing. It's like you're sat in the rally car. You can look out your side windows. You can look to the apexes of the corner. It's a really nice sensation, but as Sasquatch says, you need to make sure your PC is beefy enough, have a really good graphics card, otherwise you'll drop a lot of frames. I know, having a facility like this, a playground like Dirtfish, would be really nice, Matthew. It would be really good. nice if they made other free roam levels. Yeah, I mean free roam isn't something that you typically do in rallying, but I think having one in a game is really nice. So gear selection in a corner, that's, yeah, it's a good question. You obviously don't want to go too low and hit the rev limiter, because then you're limiting the speed that you can carry, and also you're going to start getting wheel spin, because a higher revving engine will spin the wheels more. You're going to get more revolutions through the gearbox and through the drive shafts. So, you know, trying to pick a gear, you sort of have to learn what feels good, and you know, you can always go higher. So around here we could try and take this in third, and look, the car died out basically and stopped us from being able to spin the wheels and have a power slide. So if you're trying to power slide, you want to go low, so second gear is good here. That's just pretty nice. We're not hitting a rev limiter. We're just in a nice little place. So we come down here, we got a lot of room to work with, so we're probably going to go second again. A little tug of the handbrake and on throttle. You can hear the revs dying down, but not enough to cause any bother. So you really want to learn the car that you're driving and get used to listening to its tone and the engine tone, because you can really tell a lot by just the engine noise on how much traction you have. You've got a higher revving engine through a corner, you know, there's a good chance that you're losing traction. But if it's quite nice and sort of like, what are we talking about, 5,000 there? Let's just see, we come in here. Yeah, about 4,000 to 5,000 is actually quite a nice range to be in for a corner. But it really depends on the speed of the corner too. But yeah, I'd say we've learned now that second gear is pretty much good for all our slow stuff, but apart from hairpins, because yeah, we died out there. So now we know hairpins we want to go with first, but we can change this in the gearing as well. That's the thing you have to keep in mind, is, and it's something that is quite tricky for me, because if I've learnt how to drive the car and get a bit, sort of build up a knowledge in my mind of what gear I want to carry, and you know, in like a 3 right or a 5 right, whenever I change the gear, and that completely throws that off and I have to relearn again. So it's really getting used to your car and the setup that it has and learning what it can do. So we know now that we need to do hairpins in first gear. And then let's talk a little bit about hairpins while we're doing this. Pretty simple. You want to come down in, and 4-wheel drive is where you can really just chuck it in as much as you want, and then get on the throttle. So really, the 4-wheel drive really pulls you from having too much speed to going straight again. So instead of, you know, understeering if we come in with too much speed in front-wheel drive, or you know, spinning out or having too much oversteer in rear-wheel drive, with 4-wheel drive we can come in, we can just, you know, chuck it in, handbrake, get on the throttle. It's probably the easiest drive type to drive in slow corners. We don't really have to think about it too much. You just want to get used to gauging your point of entry on hairpins. You know, where are you going to pull the handbrake? And there's let's just take a little look. You know, there's a place where you can go too early, like there. That's too early because we couldn't see the pole anymore. So you almost want to go past the pole as you're pulling the handbrake. We're using the pole as reference, but just imagine the pole as an apex of a hairpin. Let's just go in here. we are off-roading in the Skoda tractor. So let's just imagine the pole is a handbrake turn. We're going to come in. We want to go around the pole while we're pulling the handbrake, so like that. We don't want to go too early or too late. So just imagine as you're approaching the apex of the hairpin, we want to come in, turn, and then pull the handbrake. It's very important to be braking and turn into the corner before pulling the handbrake. So you were already turning in to the corner before we touch the handbrake. And that causes the weight transfer. We need to rotate. I'll show you now what happens if you don't turn in before pulling the handbrake. It's just going to lock the rear wheels and do nothing. You're not going to go around the corner. So we're going straight. We pull the handbrake. Okay, it still works. But in some cars, in some scenarios, if you do that, you're just going to go straight on. So imagine we come in, we pull the handbrake. Look, we didn't get the rotation. And that's because we're pulling the handbrake before turning the steering wheel. So probably a top tip for hairpin turns or handbrake turns in a rally car at all is to always turn the steering wheel before touching the handbrake. And you need your right entry speed as well. So turn the steering wheel, handbrake, and we can actually downshift to first gear from second if you want to do it that way. But most of the time I just go to first and then pull the handbrake. And you can use the clutch to just give it a little clutch kick if the revs bog down. Sometimes, you know, if you come in second, pull the handbrake. Look, I can clutch kick and keep the rev somewhat high, but that was pretty messy. Pretty messy indeed. So let's take a look at the comments. I've lost my I don't want to say what it looks like, but I'll leave it up to your imagination. What do you think? I've lost one of them. It's these little rubber things on the gear stick on the TSS Thrustmaster Sparco handbrakes. I think they look like something a bit dodgy, but they do the job. That's the main thing. Who cares what they look like? I don't know where it went. It's done a runner, but we can do without it. Oh, there it is. Found it. Got it. Alright, let me take a look at the comments. So, always great to see your videos. Thank you, Lewis. Hello, Fernando. Hello, Waffle. Yeah, free roam places are so good to learn. Whenever I was this is a little bit of story time. Just when we're on the topic of free roam, I think, let's see, my first time driving something, I think was my dad's van at a beach. I think it was Donegal Beach in Rosnarla. Or Rosnarla Beach in Donegal. Apologies for mixing that up. That was my first memories of ever driving. And then I had, maybe before that, whenever I was like 5 or 6, I had like an off-road. It was like a go-kart, you know, an engine go-kart. And it had a little roll bar, but it was a half roll bar, you know, that you would see on an F1 car. It was quite a strange little thing. It had little off-road tires. If you go to my Instagram, you'll see a picture of it somewhere. So that's where I sort of learned to drive. And then we used to get like old road cars that couldn't be driven on the road anymore. For whatever reason, we used to get them free, or you know, people didn't want them, or you could buy it for like 50 quid or 100 quid. I was quite lucky. I lived in the countryside, so I lived in like little. I actually can show you guys. Wait there. This will be fun. Or can I? Then you're gonna know where I'm from. Is there a way I can do it? Wait there. Wait there, we'll see can I get it up to show you guys. That sounded completely wrong, but what you do, innuendos do happen. So yeah, used to live in the countryside and we had these old cars we could drive, and we lived at the bottom of like what I call a lane, and on up that lane was where my uncle lived, and he had a farm which like went onto a really narrow gravel road that went for maybe a mile. So I used to drive cars up and down there, and that's how I learned to drive real cars. And then I was quite fortunate to start real motorsport. When I was 13, I could do rally sprints, so I started doing that then. So yeah, I've been driving cars for a long time. But back to sort of the thing we were talking about is you know, free roam areas where you can play around with in real life. It's definitely a good thing. As I miss living in the countryside at the moment. I live in England and I don't have as much free space. Let me see. Can I zoom this in so you guys don't know where it is? I think I can, right there. Let's take a look at the comments before I go any further. Hello Ross, good to see you, dude. Yeah, you do have a good idea of gear selection through your pace note. You want to build up sort of a rough idea with the car that you're using, and what sort of gear you can carry through you know, like a 3 right or a 6 right. A ring of some sort. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a C ring. I haven't used it for that purpose, so don't worry. It's still got its virginity intact. um, Hello Martin, glad you enjoyed the video. Sometimes use handbrake for medium turns to non-understeer to weight transfer network. Some WRC drivers do that. Yeah, that is true. You can use the handbrake in medium corners if you're struggling with understeer, but ideally we want the car not to understeer in medium corners. We don't want to touch the handbrake, but what you can do is adjust the setup to try and improve that. But we do see some drivers using the handbrake a lot in WRC. Oh, Shane learned to drive in his dad's impressed in a field. I drove around the fields in this too. Right. So let's see. I'm gonna go here, and then we're gonna just stretch this out right there. I know we've gone off on one here a little bit, but anyway. Oh, that's the wrong thing, John. Don't touch that. Totally messed it up. Wait there, it's all good. Tell you what, it's so hard to maneuver these things. Going to a lot of effort to show this. Right. Yeah, he's cut it off. So let's go away from there. Right. Now you don't know. So let's talk about it. So basically I used to be able to drive from here, go up this bit of tarmac onto here. This changed to gravel, and I could drive all the way up here, all the way up here, and turned around there. So it's quite a stretch of gravel I could drive on. And we also had these fields, so I could drive in that field, for example, or this one. So that was really good. That's where Little John began driving. Let me fix this back down a bit. And we get back to driving. So I think we've pretty much covered everything. We can go to a bit of a real stage scenario now. Let's pop that back into position. And the overlay. The overlay seems to be a bit dodged too, to be fair. I'll go with that. Right. So, back into learning how to drive rally cars now. Hello, Jared. Good to see you. Hope you're keeping well. Hello, Alexis. Good to see you, bro. Hope you're keeping well as well. Can't wait for the next round of the Chilean Championship. Hello, Kildro. Hello, Kai. So yeah, I could do a video on the differences of pace notes for sure. But what you just asked, Kai, so a 3 right is just like a 3 right. A turn 3 right is usually a junction. So you imagine you've got a junction, you turn. It's just letting you know that you're going over a junction. You could say junction 3 right if you wanted. When do you get back in a real rally car? Yeah, that's a good question. At the moment, they're trying to organise the Junior WRC to do the rounds, whatever they can to end the season, but unfortunately, I'm struggling to get the budget to keep doing the championship. I think tomorrow I'm going to have to tell them that I can no longer do it, which is very frustrating, but it's just the way these things go. The sponsorship that I had sort of sorted at the start of the year hasn't went my way now, but I'll keep my hopes up. Hopefully we can get back behind a real rally car, the wheel of one again. It's what I want to do more than anything in the world, and I know I can, given the right circumstances and being prepared well and having good seat time, I can put my mind to it and win whatever I want. It's just a case of money, but we will see. We'll keep positive, guys. We'll be back out. Don't worry. So what does to flat mean? So flat means that the corner is flat out and that you can go full throttle like that. So it's very much a perception thing. It's like knowing that you can go flat out through that corner takes a lot of confidence. And basically, yeah, you just put in like flat 6 right, or if it's a 2 right and then opens 2 flat, then you know that you got your 2 right, and then it starts to open, the radius increases, but you can keep your foot flat in the throttle. Thank you, Ross and Sasquatch. Yeah, we'll keep positive. We need to keep working on it. I did see Craig's onboard on Knockout. I didn't watch all of it, I must admit. But I watched the first part. He had a massive moment. That was a huge moment that he had on the wide road at the beginning. I think the most annoying thing for me is that I went to Sweden and it went really shit. And I know I'm so much better than what I done there. You know, the times weren't good, and then the stage we crashed on, we were on the leader's pace, and no, I was just rusty. Didn't have any seat time. I know I can compete at that level. I just needed, you know, a chance to do it. So where do you want me to go for real life example? Or not, I'm saying real life, but real world, real stage, not in Dirtfish. Waiting for you guys to choose somewhere. Finland. Argentina. We'll go with Finland. Ross was first. So we're going to talk about jumps as well then. We were supposed to keep, we're supposed to be trying to get our world record still. Because we've broken a world record each time that we've done one of these videos. We've done it with the front wheel drive, we've done it with rear wheel drive, now we do it with 4-wheel drive today. Let's go in one of these bad boys. We'll have to go with C4 to try and beat the record. We'll do a wet one afterwards. So we want to go soft if we're trying to beat the record. We'd probably want to do oh Jesus, this is going to be hard to beat. We probably will want to do a setup in a second. But first, let's just have a run. Let's explain a little bit what the car's doing and how we're driving through the stage. We'll pick a slower location afterwards, maybe Tarmac. Jumps are the part where you stand it absolutely pinned. But all joking aside, you can have a little bit of technique over the jumps too, so we will talk about that. We're going with standard setup for now.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Love the sound of this car.
30 for left long, into 6 right, tightens.
Let's just turn off fill so we can talk a little bit in the beginning. Go into audio and turn fill down. Yeah, Tarmac's pretty difficult, Ross. I really like Tarmac though in R5 cars. So there we got understeer there. We come off the throttle. Basically, if you're getting understeer, you want to put the weight onto the front wheels. So what you need to do is either come off the throttle, which could be enough, but if that's not enough, then you need to start braking a little bit. You can do a bit of left foot braking, just to get the weight on the front wheels again. Must admit, I'm not the quickest at Finland. We'll see how we get on if we can get close to the time we need to do. So we're coming in this corner. We're just braking. We're not, especially in Finland, you know, we've got so much road to play with. You can afford to not unsettle the balance of the car as much. You want to drive a little bit like you're on tarmac. You want to be very smooth with your inputs. Coming here, you know, we're just trying not to slide the car. We're trying to keep the car straight, like it's following train tracks almost. You imagine rail tracks. We want the car to follow one path without sliding too much. And that's why the Finnish drivers are so quick in Finland, because they understand to be fast on these roads you need to drive very precise and very cleanly, almost like you are on tarmac. So I think it was Tommi Makinen that either him or his co-driver was speaking about it, that, you know, to be fast in the WRC car in Finland, you just need to be so smooth. You need to not slide the car at all, as I've messed that up with no pace notes. So yeah, you know, Finland's a tricky one to really show what you need to do with a four-wheel drive car, so we mightn't spend too much time here. We'll go to something a little bit slower. But yeah, you're just trying to be very smooth over the jumps. Sorry, I'm just concentrating where I'm going. But over the jumps, you know, you just need to try and anticipate how the car is going to fly. Try not to brake too much as on takeoff, because that can cause the car to nosedive. So here we just go flat with throttle, the car flies straight. But if we need to reduce the speed before takeoff on a jump, you want to brake a little bit before, like this, and then go back on the throttle. So you reduce the speed and then you take off again. And another thing that, you know, people talk about is you can adjust the pitch of the flight. You know, how much the front is up when you're in the air by going on the throttle or start braking, and that's weight transfer. Again, you're shifting the weight to the front. I'm not really sure how much influence that has, because when you're in the air, obviously you're not touching the ground, so weight transfer is harder to achieve when you're in the air. But I guess if you're going flat on the throttle, it's putting more load on the engine, and if you brake and come off throttle, you've less load on the engine, so that could shift weight on the engine mounts. Alright, so let's have a crack at the stage at a better speed. We can talk a little bit then just on things that pop into my mind as we're going a bit faster. So we'll turn fill back on. And we will go a little bit faster now.
5, 4, 3.
So we got this first
2,
corner.
1.
There's a corner of the right-hander at the start.
Left long, into 6 right, tightens 4 over crest.
So this corner is decreasing radius. We need to get our speed right.
5 right
And we didn't get any understeer that time.
80. 5 right long over crest, tightens.
Getting understeer there, but it's,
into 6
we're
left,
managing that with
opens, keep middle of a long
the
crest.
steering
Into 6
rather
left,
than the throttle.
Very long, tightens 4 over crest.
A little bit of
60.
brake.
3 right long over crest, 80. Keep left over crest, jump.
It's all about getting your line right too. See that we went
6
too
right
early in the
long over
apex
crest,
back there, which
40.
caused us to
Caution, 3
have
left
to
over
steer
crest,
more
into
and
caution.
lose more speed. We're causing the car to slide because we messed up our line.
Tightens of a crest. Opens long, 60. 6 right of a crest. A dip to keep middle of a jumps, 100.
So over these jumps, you're just going flat with throttles. Very sore on the car, that.
Opens, keep middle of a crest, 60.
Jumped straight. We needed to set the car up, and that's why we ran wide there, as we didn't set the car up before the taking off on the jump. Obviously, you can't steer when you're in the air, so you need to set the car up beforehand, like here. Sweet. Oh, it's a massive one. It's a massive one. So what we done there was too much speed, basically, and the car completely washed out and understeered.
5, 4, 3,
which is not what we want, but that was just per
30.
per
into 6 right,
judgment on the speed.
Into 6 left of a crest.
So now we're setting the car up good and early. That's what you want to do, is set the car up so you can carry maximum corner speed but not slide too much.
Opens, keep middle of a long
there we got understeer, understeer, understeer again.
Very long, tightens 4 of a crest, 60. 3 right long of a crest, 80.
We're just dancing with our feet,
jump.
trying not to overlap them too much, but you can use the throttle and the brake together a little bit just to try and get that grip on the front wheels.
Into caution.
So we
3 right.
unsettled the car over that bumpy crest and
left of a 50,
almost lost it.
4 right. Tightens of a crest. Opens long, 60. 6 right of a crest.
There, we're just getting the speed right.
Keep middle of a jumps, 100. Keep middle of a
just
crest.
flat over these jumps.
Left long.
This is the one we need to set it up now.
Opens. Keep middle
there
of
we go. A little bit too early.
5 right, very long.
That's what
opens 6.
Four-wheel drive cars is all about. It's just trying to anticipate the speed that you have,
100.
and how much you need to adjust it.
100.
Oh, still getting that understeer.
80. 6 right of a 2 jumps. Opens extra long of a crest. Tightens.
A massive jump. Jumping completely sideways.
6 left of a jump. 50.
So you came off the throttle just to make sure we were going to land okay. There we jump again. So it's anticipating how much you're going to fly. Look, I was massive again.
5 left long of a crest and jump. 60.
So just using a little bit of brake, but not too much.
Opens 70.
Understeer. Game, that's just braking too late. That's why we're getting understeer.
80.
And here again, we're getting a well, it's just a setup actually, because we are getting a lot of understeer under braking. So let's try and dial that out.
50. 6 right of a crest. 50.
And the car is
5 left of a jump.
jumping around like a bunny rabbit.
6 right of a jump. 80. Caution. 4 right. Tightens of a crest. Into 6 left long. Tightens 4 of a dip.
So a lot of understeer.
Early 5 right of a crest.
Really, that's car setup. You know, we're not doing anything wrong. We don't want to set the car up any more than what we are.
To keep middle of a jump. 160.
So yeah, we'll talk a little bit about the setup and how we can adjust it.
Tightens. Keep middle of a long flat crest.
Look at that understeer. Quick talk of the handbrake, but really per setup for these roads. Obviously, the base gravel setup is pretty much generic for all gravel, so this can work well for another gravel location in the game, but maybe not optimal for these very fast finish roads.
80. Flat crest.
Into the hairpin nice and early. We almost hit the pole.
Right of a crest long, tightens. 80.
So brake on throttle again.
4 left of a crest
Car's
long,
pushing out nice and wide.
50. 6 right to keep middle of a crest. 70 of a finish. Keep right of a jump to stop. Well done.
.500 meters into this stage where I got the clip Ogier the other way down. Hell, crazy place. Can you post the link of that in the chat? I want to see that. There can be benefit to trying to shorten your air time. Obviously you're on the ground, you're going to accelerate forward more, but if you brake too much, you're obviously going to slow down your average speed too, so you want to find a nice balance. What have you missed, Dan? I can't remember now. Can't remember, you might have missed a few. What did you last see? That'll make it easier. This takes a lifetime to load with the streaming setup I have. Works really well for uploading you guys to the stream though, which is the main thing. I need to test it out with another game. Come on, load. Just finish showing off your free home. You haven't missed too much then, Dan. We just jumped into Finland. We're taking a look at how you drive this really fast Citroen C4 in Finland. Talking a little bit about the technique you need for jumps. This really doesn't want to load. I want to know where I am. Let's go to service area. I might be able to load it from there. No, still taking forever. Technique for jumps really depends on the jump itself, but okay, so not a good time. Say you're coming into a jump, you think that you need to slow down a little bit for it. You want to brake before the jump and then get back on the throttle before takeoff. This stops you from nosediving. Other than that, yeah, there's not really too much else to jumping. You can try to adjust the trajectory of your jump, or the pitch, how high the front of the car is flying. If you're in the air and brake a little bit, you can try and come off the throttle. Will take the load off the engine and shift the weight on the engine mounts, which can affect how the car flies. So we're not doing too well here. I don't want to mess around too much with setups. We'll go a little bit with negative camber. Gear and we'll keep the same. Differentials of braking lock, I think, and this is what we need to open up a bit, see if that makes a good difference. Slow bump. Fast bump, we want to stiffen that up a little bit, because we got those big jumps, so hopefully that'll help. Try going this way with rebound, a bit softer. Springs, we go a bit higher with ride height. Spring rates, we want to bring this up too, which will help with the understeer. Hello, Eduardo. Yes, Sasquatch, I will do that, don't worry. I don't think we've got too much to worry about now. I think VR is quite well known to the community as being something that we want, so yeah, hopefully we'll have it for the future. You can keep the throttle on, yeah, I do. I keep the throttle on. The game's all about learning the corners and route. Pretty much, if you want world record, you need to know every inch of the
30 for left long.
Every inch of the track. I just noticed the sponsors, Boohoo, which is online retail
80.
store for men's fashion. Boohoo man, what? That's crazy.
Opens, keep middle
So
of
the
a
car's
long
already
crest,
handling
into
better.
6
We're
left,
getting less
very long, tightens
understeer.
4 of a crest, 60, 3 right long of a crest, 80,
So let's see what we can do now. We're just showing you how to
jump,
get rid of that
100,
understeer that we had,
6 right long of
which
a
is
crest,
usually opening up the
40,
braking differential
caution,
lock amount.
3 left of a crest, into caution, 3 right,
And now the car's
6 long,
fucking perfect,
keep
almost,
left of a
not
50,
completely,
into
but
turn 4 right,
we can play
tightens
around
of
a
a
lot
crest,
with this.
opens long,
But look at the car, it's
60,
just
6
like
right of a
poetry
crest,
in motion
dip,
now. We
to
brake,
keep middle of a
turn in, the
jumps,
car's
100,
rotating.
keep middle
We're
of
not
a crest and
understeer.
sudden, full left long, opens, keep middle of a crest
Oh
and 60.
no! Too much speed. The speed was okay, but the corner was too tight. Look at that sponsorship.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 30, 4 left long, into
Hello,
6 right, tightens 4 of
Sindori.
a crest, into 6 left of a crest,
Ross says the best way to get quicker is know where you're going.
and 5
It can
right
all
long,
obviously help, you know,
80,
knowing where you're
5
going is
right long of
gonna
a crest, tightens,
greatly improve your speed, but
into 6 left,
if someone
opens,
can
keep
drive
middle
better
of a
than
long
you,
crest,
who also
into
knows where
6
they're
left,
going, then
very
you're not
long,
gonna
tightens
beat
4
them.
of a crest, 60, 3 right long of a crest, 80, keep left of a crest, jump, 100, 6 right long of a crest, 40, caution,
Hello, Rose.
3 left of a crest, into caution,
Hope your
3
stomach's
right,
okay
opens 6 long,
and you're having a nice
keep
evening.
left of a 50, into turn 4 right, tightens of a crest,
Yeah, I can't believe that
opens
sponsorship,
long, 60,
but I know
6
why
right
that
of a
is,
crest, and dip to keep middle
how
of
it's
a
got in the
jumps,
game. Obviously I know how that's
keep middle of
come
a crest
around,
and
it's just
sudden,
funny to
full
see it
left
there.
long, opens,
Try not to
keep
crash
middle
this
of a
time.
crest, 60, 5 right, very long, opens 6, extra
So
long,
car setup is really a
into
good
6
way
left
to
of a crest,
improve your pace too.
100, early 5
We're getting a
left
lot
of
less
crest long,
understeer now,
100,
and the car's just going.
keep
You
middle
can
of a
see when I
crest,
brake,
80,
turn, the car's
6
just
right of a 2
going where I
jumps,
want to,
opens
straight away,
extra,
rather than
extra long of a crest,
understeering.
tightens,
So you have a massive jump,
into caution,
nose
6
completely
left
up
of
in
a
the air.
jump, 50, crest, and jump, and 6 left of a crest, 50, turn, 5 right of a
Now we're
junction, 60,
sucking
5
these.
left long of a crest, and jump,
We got it, we got it.
60, 5 right, tightens,
Sometimes
3
you
of
have
a
to save
crest,
those.
opens, 70, 6 left of a bump, caution, tightens, 3 of a crest.
You really have to
80,
get your line
keep
right,
right
get
of
the
a
car
crest,
set up
jump.
nice and early.
Into 6 right of a crest, 100, 6 left of a crest, jump.
As we bottomed out, we need to adjust the
6
suspension
right of a
more.
crest, 50,
Car's still
Right,
bottoming
left of a
out.
jump,
It's either too low
opens,
or the
into
damper
6 right of a
settings aren't
jump.
correct.
80, caution, 4 right.
You can just see
tightens
how
of a
much
crest.
quicker we're going
Into
with
6 left long, tightens
those setup
4,
changes.
dip, 50, early 5 right of a crest, jump, 70.
Got understeer, but we didn't
right
even
of a
have
crest,
to come off
jump,
throttle. We just touched the
100,
brake
flat left.
to stop the
Keep middle of a
understeer.
jump, 160, slow, keep middle of a crest, 30, turn 1 left, tightens. Keep middle of a long flat crest, and keep left of a 60, keep middle of a jump, and 6 left tightens. 100, 4 right long.
Car's flying so nicely now.
120,
It's just flying with the nose up, so
6 left of a crest, jump.
nothing to adjust there.
140, 6 left of a crest, a caution slow, 4 right long of a crest, 40, turn unseen, hairpin left. 80, flat crest, 60, 4 right of a crest long,
Chuck it into the
tightens,
hairpins, like I said, set the
80,
car up early, turn then pull the handbrake.
6 left, 40, 4 left of a crest long, 50, 6 right, to keep middle of a crest, 70 of a finish, keep right of a jump to stop.
So we shaved a bit of time off there as well. what headset with mic to use? I am currently using Throttle Beach headset. I do have a Thrustmaster one, but I just started using this one. I had a bit of problem getting my mic sounding nice, but this one's working, so don't fix what's not broken. That's the saying. I always drive with brakes at the back. I never try my brakes at the front because I brake very late. Any tips? Really depends. It depends on the car setup. How stiff the front is compared to the rear can really influence where the brake bias is as well. So just find what feels good to you. I like driving a bit more front brake bias just because I don't want the car to snap when I'm braking and go too sideways. Yeah, VR is where you want it here, just to be able to look where you're going sideways. That should have moved us up a bit. We might have one more go with that. So we're now up to 54th. Still 10 seconds off though. Let's have one more go. A moment. Let's have one more go. But yeah, I think you can have the brakes towards the rear more, but
3, 2,
that's really just going to unsettle the rear and lose traction at the rear.
into 6 right,
Whereas we've
4 over crest.
fixed that by just making
Into
the
6 left over
front
crest.
more precise.
And 5 right long, 80. 5 right long over crest, tightens. Into 6 left, opens, keep
So the
middle
front's
along
going where we
crest.
want now.
Into 6 left, very long, tightens. 4 over crest, 60. 3 right long over crest, 80. Keep left over crest, jump, 100.
Well, probably should have
6
adjusted
right
the
long
setup
over crest,
because we knew what we needed
40.
to fix.
Caution, 3 left over crest, into caution, 3 right, opens 6 long.
Carry a lot of speed through there. We're carrying 4th, and that's what you want to do.
Right, tightens over crest,
Just carry the
opens
speed.
long, 60, 6 right over crest,
Try not to drift too much.
keep middle of a jumps, 100, keep middle of a crest and sudden, 4 left long, opens, keep middle of a crest, 60, 5 right, very long, opens, 6, extra long, tightens, into 6 left
Oh.
of a crest, 100, early 5 left of a crest
That was a
long,
close one.
100, keep middle of a crest, 80, 6 right over 2 jumps, opens extra long of a crest, tightens, into caution, 6 left of a jump, 50, crest and jump, and 6 left of a crest, 50, turn, 5 right of a junction, 60, 5 left long of a crest, and jump,
So the car's not
60,
really
5
soaking
right,
up that
tightens,
part
3
that
of a
well.
crest, opens, 70, 6 left of a bump, caution, tightens, 3 of a
It's
crest,
a bit of work to do with the suspension.
80, keep right of a crest, and jump, into 6 right of
Still
a
getting
crest,
a
100,
bit of understeer when we
6 left of a
push
crest,
it.
jump,
Shit.
150,
It's not been a good run.
6 right of a crest, 50, 5 left of a jump, opens,
Car's starting to drive
into
us a bit.
6 right of a jump, 80, caution, 4 right, tightens of a crest, into 6 left long, tightens 4 of a dip, 50, early 5 right of a crest, jump, 70, flat
We're
right
still
of a
ahead
crest,
in
jump,
the last bit.
100, flat left.
So
to
let's
keep
see if
middle
we
of a
can
jump,
just improve the
160,
setup after this.
Slow, keep middle of a crest, 30, turn 1 left, tightens. Keep middle of a long flat crest. And keep left of a 60, keep middle of a jump,
Just a bit too much speed we're carrying into places and getting that understeer again.
Right long, 120. 6 left over crest, jump. 140.
To try and take too much time out of corners, carrying too much speed.
40, turn unseen, hairpin left. 80, flat crest. 60. 4 right of a crest long, tightens. 80. 6 left, 40. 4 left of a crest long, 50. 6 right, to keep middle of a crest, 70 of a finish. Keep right of a jump to stop.
So that was a bit quicker. We're still a bit far away than we need to be to get the record. Well, we're 9 seconds still. But yeah, VR is really good. Need to get it on a stream again. I'm contemplating getting triple screens as well though. I'm not sure on the model, to be honest. Oh wait, it's an X12. X12. Yeah, 9 seconds, too much. Take us down. Extend these a bit. We're just extending the gear in. I think this needs to be softer, you know, or firmer is softer, I believe. It's a bit actually confusing, to be honest. Because I'm used to just loosening off. You loosen the rebound clicks in real life, which gives you a softer, the damper compresses, and then the rebound is not as quick. But I do get confused. Try upping the roll bars too, stop the car rolling as much, but we're really just taking a stab in the dark, I must admit. Can you be quicker on PC? It's a good question. It is a good question. Well, that's point, but in real life, Ryan is whatever expected to pay anything towards. Kai, your question, is the co-driver expected to pay anything towards a car / rally apart from entry? To be honest, they don't even pay entries anymore, and sometimes you have to pay them. The days are sort of gone, been and gone, that co-drivers put money into the rallying, which is actually kind of wrong in one sense, isn't it? The co-drivers generally don't pay anything towards the rallies, or don't even bring any sponsorship, but that's just the way it's gone. It seems to be that the all the pleasure is apparently to the driver, but that's not the case. It's maybe something that can change, but it's normally the driver that is it's associated that it's their career and that they're trying to progress, and that the co-driver is just trying to help them, but it's one of those things. Yeah, I don't know the cuts and stuff. You need a co-driver that doesn't want paid anyway, if possible.
30, 4 left long,
or a really good sponsor that wants to pay them.
Into 6 left of a crest.
Whoa, let's do this shit. There's my ghost.
Right long, 80, 5 right long of a crest, tightens. Into 6 left, opens, keep middle of a long crest. Into 6 left, very long, tightens 4 of a crest. 60, 3 right long of a crest, 80. Keep left of a crest, jump, 100. 6 right long of a crest.
It's been a
40,
pretty messy start to the stage.
caution, 3 left of a crest, into caution, 3 right, opens,
Nah,
6
getting more understeer now.
long.
So, do we want more? We open this up, let's see what happens. But yeah, getting more understeer now. Definitely not as good as what it was.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 30, 4 left long, into 6 right, tightens 4 of a crest. Into 6 left of a crest.
Oh god,
And 5 right long.
we've made it.
5
Pig
right
zero
long of a
for the
crest,
car.
Tightens. Into 6 left, opens, keep middle of a long crest. Into 6 left, very long, tighten.
So, we changed so many things that we don't know. This is what I tell all the time, is don't change too much, because then you don't know what you've wrecked. Let's take us down. I think it's probably to do with the anti-roll bars. Let's try taking those down even more. We're getting quite a lot of understeer now. Just try opening things up a little bit. See what that does. I'll say it could be the rear differential too. You know, the rear differential, if it's getting traction,
5, 4,
it will push the front.
3, 2, 1, go. 30.
When the rear differential isn't causing the car to lose traction, it's going to push the front,
And 5 right long.
which I think is what we could be seeing, but there seems to be improvement now.
Into 6 left, opens, keep middle of a long crest. Into 6 left, very long, tightens 4 of a crest. 60, 3 right long of a crest. 80, keep left of a crest, jump. 100,
Still getting understeer. Maybe I'm just pushing a bit too much now.
40,
Trying to get time out of
3
nowhere.
left of a crest, into caution. 3 right, opens 6 long. And keep left of a 50, into turn 4 right, tightens of a crest, opens long, 60, 6 right of a crest, and dip to keep middle of a jumps.
The car's definitely better over the bumps though, slightly.
Left long, opens, keep middle of a crest, 60.
But yeah, we're not as quick in the corners.
Opens 6, extra long, tightens, into 6 left of a crest. 100, early 5 left of a crest long, 100, keep middle of a crest, 80, 6 right of a 2 jumps, opens extra long of a crest,
Yeehaw!
into caution, 6 left of a jump, 50, crest, and jump, and 6 left
Oh
of
my
a
God.
crest, 50, turn 5 right of a junction, 60, 5
Oh,
left
it's
long
much
of a
more
crest,
stable
and
through there,
jump,
look at that.
60,
So we improved the setup.
right, tightens 3 of a crest, opens 70.
Oh, we carried so much
6
speed, we
left
almost
of a bump,
didn't make that
caution,
corner.
Tightens 3 of a crest. 80, keep right of a crest.
So we got the entry speed, we got the
Into
car
6
turned
right
in.
of a crest, 100. 6 left of a crest, jump, 150. 6 right of a crest, 50. 5 left of a jump, opens, into 6 right of a jump, 80. Caution, 4
Oh.
right, tightens of a crest. Into 6 left long, tightens 4 of a dip, 50. Early 5 right of a crest, jump, 70. Flat right of a crest, jump, 100. Flat left, to keep middle of a jump.
So we definitely made up a bit of time, I guess.
Slow,
But
keep middle of a crest, 30, turn
not
one left, tightens. Keep middle of a long flat crest. And keep left of a 60. Keep middle of a jump and 6 left tightens. 100. 4 right long. 120. 6 left of a crest, jump. 140. 6 left of a crest. A caution slow. 4 right long of a crest. 40. Turn unseen. Hairpin left. 80. Flat crest. 60.
nice, good early setup for that hairpin.
Tightens.
It's the best thing about 4-wheel drive is just how early you can get around a hairpin, get it pitched in, and then carry speed.
40. 4 left of a crest long. 50. 6 right. To keep middle of a crest. 70 of a finish. Keep right of a jump to stop. Well done.
Took a bit. Yeah, let's go somewhere else now. Where did that put us? Let's see where that put us, and then we'll go take a look at something else. Still loading. Yeah, that's true. Finland can be a little bit about skill. Not about skill, sorry. Yeah, more about luck than skill. You need to send it. But yeah, it's just one of those things. You just have to get a bit of luck over them crests. So you're throwing the car in nice and early. So we're now on a 33, which puts us in the top 30. I'm happy with that, considering, you know, we've got a long way to go with setup. Let's have one more shitty stab in the dark at this, and then you guys can pick somewhere else. What the fuck has happened? It's completely broken. Oh, no it's not. Right. So we're gonna have one more stab in the dark. Let's go a bit harder with springs then, see how that goes. And then we will... what do you want to see after Tarmac? Some more gravel? You need to explain a little bit about Tarmac driving, I guess. It was quite simple, to be honest. So, what have we learnt in here? We learnt that you need big balls to go fast in Finland. Set the car up early over these crests. Try not to slide too much. Oh no! It's ruined! So... we went stiff for the springs, and now we can't do the same thing we could before.
5, 4,
Argentina wide,
3,
Spain.
2, 1, go. 30, 4 left long, into 6 right,
Right,
tightens
let's
4 of a crest.
move on after
Into
this.
6 left of a crest. And 5 right long, 80. 5 right long of a crest, tightens. Into 6 left. Opens, keep middle of a long crest, into 6 left, very long.
We're just driving really shit.
60, 3 right long of a crest, 80. Keep left of a crest, jump.
No, I don't like it. Car's not getting as much traction now, so stiffer springs, yeah, you got less body roll, but not as much traction.
Into caution, 3 right, opens 6 long. And keep left of a 50 into turn.
Right, I'm gonna bail. Let's go somewhere else. So we want to go to Tarmac. I think we will go. Let's go Spain. Sure, why not? See, can we do anything on these? What could we get a world record on? We could try these. What's the quickest Tarmac car in the 2000 class? Link to my Discord. Let me get one and post it into the chat. Let's see, invite members, copy link. I will share it into the chat now so you guys can join the Discord channel. Hello Alberto, good to see you bro, hope you're keeping well. It says close the high speed. Let's take a look at the leaderboard and make our choice from there. So C4, we shall go with the C4. Let's see if we can make it work any better in Tarmac. Hello Chris FC, hope you're good bro. I'm good as well. What is that noise? Did I push the base? What the hell was that? Why is the sound messed up?
4, 3, 2, 1, go.
We got Robo Phil. What the hell? Is my sound messed up? Yeah, is my mic messed up or is it just a game? Why? Alright, 2 seconds. So we should be good again. To make up for my fuck up, here's some beautiful car noises. Audio's working again. Guess the car, come on, guess the car. Play the game. We all know what that is. This is a difficult one. Right, we'll get back to driving now. No, there was no Zara in sight. Subaru, yeah, there was a Subaru. There was no Quattro. There was a Subaru. There was no BMW. I'll put you out of misery. There was... I think we started off with the Fiat 131. Then we had... S9 Subaru. Then there was a Corolla WRC thrown in there. Oh, and there's Clio Maxi. You know, the Williams one. Right, let's hop back in. No, it was an S9. I haven't watched the OJ clip yet. This is being so slow, but so slow to connect to the server, but it streams so nicely, so we won't complain too much. Right, so we've got... We'll try and beat the record here. Let's talk a little bit about four-wheel drive and Tarmac. Whoa! Not again. What the fuck? It's something to do with the game. So is my voice still messed up? I have no idea why it's doing that. Oh, that's really not good. Oh, fuck. That's really strange. Oh, wait. You would plug the HDMI into your graphics card. Fuck, I don't know why it's messed up right there. Thank you, Mr. Seb Scott. Hope you're enjoying your new PC. Yeah, sorry about the issue, guys. I'm not sure why it's happening. Let's try a different track. Let's go to Germany just for... I don't know why it's doing that. It could be a little issue on my end. Let's try a different Spanish track, different car. It's annoying. Could be the internet. I do transfer my audio through the internet from one computer to the other. I reckon that could be why. Nah, we're all good. We're all good. It seemed to be some sort of game bug. I don't know, but seemed to be something along those lines. That's why I just tried a different track. God, thank you very much, Sasquatch. That's very nice, you bro. Yeah, you never know. If we keep growing, we'll get back behind the wheel of a real rally car soon. So now we've
5, 4,
solved our issues.
2,
Let's have a little run in this Subaru.
30, 1 left long tightens. Into 1 right.
So on Tarmac, we're just gonna
Into 2 left.
try and drive very smoothly.
Into 3 right.
As
Keep
sorry, I
left
got
over 50, 2
distracted
right
by
long,
the
tightens,
notification.
1 tightens.
So
Into 4 left
we're really
long,
just trying to be very
opens.
smooth. And look, we're
30.
finding the traction. You're getting
2
loads of
left.
traction with this
Into 2 right.
Subaru.
Into 2 left long, opens 50.
Got active differentials, and to be honest, this is really nice. Just out of the
Into
box.
4 left long.
We just want to try and be
Into 3
smooth,
right tightens.
almost
Into
like a racing
slow,
driver,
5
especially in
left,
Spain.
Into 1 right long, tightens.
So we
Opens.
obviously
Into
carried
6
too much
left,
speed there and washed out
extra
then.
long, tightens 1.
So it's extremely important just to get your
2
entry
right,
speed right
Into 3 left.
on
Into 4 right. Keep
Tarmac
left
with
over
these
50,
four-wheel
2
drive
right
cars. Other than
Five
that,
left.
just have fun.
Into 3 left tightens. 30. 5 right long. 30.
You'll be precise with
4
your
left long. Opens
steering.
over crest, 30. 6 left long. 30. 3
Just
right long
keep the
tightens.
steering as
Into
close
caution,
to
6
being in the
left
middle
over
as you
crest,
can.
3 right tightens.
You don't
Into
need
6
to
left. Into 4 right
be going from
tightens.
side to
Into
side
3
too
left
much on
tightens.
Tarmac.
30.
As you can see, I'm
5
just
left into turn, 2 left.
balancing the car on my left foot.
Into 5 right long, over crest. Into 4 left
It's a
long.
lot like track racing.
Into 4 right long, over crest.
You know, if you go to the likes of Germany,
30.
it's a little bit
6
more
right.
bumpy
Keep right
slash
over 80.
dusty
6
gravel
left,
in places. You're going to go
150.
sideways more.
4 right. Opens over
And
crest.
you know, you get real
Into 4
locations in
left.
real life that
Extra
are
long. Opens.
very
Into 6 right long.
dirty, that you're going to slide more. It's a bit more like
6
gravel
right
then, but if you got very
Into 6 right,
smooth
100.
asphalt like this, then it makes it much easier.
6 left over crest long. Into 5 left over crest.
We're on the
50,
limiter.
4 right long. Into 5 left. Keep left over 50. 4 right.
You just want to listen to the
Opens.
pace notes
Into
and
4 left long.
try to
Opens over
imagine
crest,
each corner
100. 5
as
right
a
long. Opens 30.
half a
4
circle
right
almost.
long. Opens over crest 80.
The higher the
Slow,
number,
3 left.
the bigger the circle is,
Opens
faster you can
5
go
long.
through it. And
50.
just
6
remember,
right
if you're
over
going
crest,
around
100.
a circle that you want to keep the same steering lock almost the whole way through from the corner entry to the corner exit, unless it opens and tightens, obviously. Oh, that was a bit of a moment. It cracked the windscreen. So I must admit, that was actually really nice. Phil is a little annoying when you speak. I'll turn the game down a bit right there. Let me just turn the game down a bit, please. Yeah, we could stiffen the car up a bit. Subaru for Spain all day long. Yeah, the car, we could definitely stiffen the car up a little bit. Looks like you're trail braking a lot in the corners, getting the brake quickly then. So yeah, I go on the brake quite heavy and then come off a bit, so I like to just get my entry speed right. I don't want to slow down too much, I don't want to outbrake myself. I want to get the entry speed correct and then carry that through the corner. See if we can figure out where we are in the leaderboards. Let me just change that. See if I can change the latest donation. Most recent. It doesn't want to load. Super chat. There we go. Whoa! Okay, we're 12 seconds down, but God, the times are tight. We're 500th. Was not expecting that. Where is the most recent super chatter? There we go. There you go. Sasquatch, you're now on the screen. Are there any cases where drifting / sliding on tarmac is worth it? In Spain, actually, because it's so wide and you got long corners, sometimes having a little bit of rotation is not a bad thing. But you don't want to be pulling the handbrake, you just want the car to rotate itself, so that means having a good stiff chassis. Yeah, in general, a bit of rotation is not a bad thing across gravel and tarmac, but you certainly don't want to over-rotate. Almost the amount of rotation you can't even notice, but you see it.
4, 3, 2.
It's alright,
1,
we will get
30,
there.
One left long tightens. Into one
So
right.
nice and tidy.
Into 2 left.
On
Into
throttle a
3
little bit
right.
too early there, and we lost the front
Left
and
over
there
50,
again.
2 right long, tightens 1.
Some of these
tightens.
corners fall away a bit.
Into 4 left long, opens. 30.
So when you have a stiff car and the corner falls away, then one wheel's not touching the ground.
Into 2 left long, opens 50. 5 right long.
You can take a little nibble on the inside of those
Into 4
corners
left
too, but
long,
generally we're
into
sliding
3
about
right
too much at the moment,
into
too much
slow,
understeer.
5 left into 1 right long, tightens. Opens. Into 6 left, extra long, tightens 1. And 2 left tightens, 2 right.
We need to
into 4
adjust our
left,
setup, but now we're getting
into 4 right.
a nice
keep
clean
left
run.
over 50, 2 right long. Into 5 left. Into 3 left
Oh,
tightens.
just tipped the rock on the inside, but
30, 5 right
yep.
long,
It's all
30,
about just
4 left
see, we're
long, opens
pushing
over crest, 30,
the
6 left
car
long,
to the edge of grip
30,
now. We're getting more
3 right long tightens,
tire
into
slip,
caution, 6 left over crest, 3
which
right
is not a bad thing.
into 6 left, into 4 right tightens, into 3 left tightens, 30, 5 left into turn, 2 left. Into 5 right.
That's where we want to be, is on the edge of grip.
Into 4 left long. Into 4 right long over crest. 30. 6 right.
We just
Keep right to
too
the
much
80.
speed there, and
6
no matter
left
what we were
cut,
going to do, we were
into
washing out.
50, 4 right, opens over crest. Into 4 left.
We brake
extra long,
into the corner, let off
opens,
again, off we go.
Into 6
Here we
right
can
long,
keep it pinned. We
100,
got a bit of a rotation, which is
6
not a
right
bad
long,
thing.
Opens to flat crest into 6 right 100.
We're gonna
6 left over crest long.
need
into
to
5 left
adjust
over
the
crest,
setup to get
50,
close.
4 right long. Into 5 left. Keep left over 50. 4 right. Opens.
Just
into 4
trying
left
to
long, opens over
carry
crest,
as much speed as I
100,
can.
5 right long.
A nice
opens
slide.
30, 4 right long. Opens over crest 80. Slow. 3 left. Opens.
Yeah,
5
as you can
long,
see, I'm just being super smooth. You don't have to
6 right over crest 100.
do anything crazy on
6
tarmac.
left,
It's just
opens
about
100,
feeling the
5
traction.
crest, 80.
You're getting loads of traction with a 4-wheel drive car and just
5
driving
right,
through the
extra
corner.
long, 50, 6 left long over crest, into 6 right long, keep right over 80, 6 left long, 100, flat middle of a long crest, over finish, 80 to stop.
That's another run through there. So we took a little bit of time, but not enough. You can do Germany next for contrast. Also, there's any reason not to use soft tires. Soft tires is going to be the quickest for most cases, but you'll want to use medium or hards. You know, if you've got long stages without any surfaces, that's when you're gonna want to go with the harder tires when you're getting lots of tire wear. Obviously, they're going to last a bit longer. Yeah, we've a lot of learning to do to beat these times. Maybe we should go for an easier class. We have to beat a record somewhere tonight. We can't go without it. Hello, Ash. I'm good. How are you, bro? I don't think we're gonna beat this, anyway. It's gonna take a lot of work. Which car do I like the most out of the new era? Good question. I think the Yaris, just because it's small, nimble, looks cool. So we still have 9 seconds to make up. Let's see if we can get closer to a bit of car setup. So, negative camber. Let's take a bit off the front. Let's take that back a little bit. Let's open this up under braking. Gearing wise, I think we're going to go lower with the final drive, but then extend the gears. Which means we'll need to relearn a little bit for the corners, just like we were talking earlier. You know, we're going to have to take a lower corner, or a lower gear for different corners now that we would have been higher before, just because we've extended that. So slow bump, we're going to close that up a bit. Fast bump, we can go completely closed because that's for bumps and jumps, which we don't really have. And then we can go lower with the ride height, and we will bring this up a bit. We'll give this a go and see what that's like. You know, you're talking the longest stages in the games, so you know, really long stages, you know, 15 kilometers upwards, and you've got 3 in a row, then that's when you want to go for mediums and hards.
5, 4,
sometimes
3,
you could have
2, 1, go. 30, 1 left long, tightens.
You could have a few
right.
stages, or you know, you could have 6 stages without a service.
Into 3 right.
So look, we're getting better turn in now.
50, 2 right long,
We just opened up the differential under braking.
Into 4 left long.
The car's not trying to push on as much. Look at that. We can hold our line the whole way around the corner.
Into 2 right. Into 2 left long. Opens 50. 5 right long. Into 4 left long. Into 3 right tightens. Into slow. 5 left. Into 1 right long. Tightens.
Oh, washed out there again. We went too early.
Into 6 left. Extra long.
So we're starting to slide the car a bit too much now.
2 left tightens.
Again.
2 right. Into 3 left. Into 4 right. Keep left over 50. 2 right long. Into 5 left. Into 3 left tightens.
Definitely feel though that
30,
the car's
5
more
right
positive
long,
now
30, 4
in terms
left
of
long, opens of a crest,
its
30,
cornering
6
abilities.
left long, 30, 3 right long tightens. Into caution. 6 left of a crest. 3
Oh,
right tightens.
it's a bit of
Into 6
understeer.
left, into 4 right tightens.
You want to dial that out a bit.
Tightens, 30, 5 left into turn, 2 left. Into 5 right long, over crest, into 4 left long. Into 4 right long over crest. 30.
Much better
6
line
right,
through there.
Keep right over 80.
You can
6
see how
left
much time we just made through there.
50,
Sometimes
4
it's just
right,
improving your
opens
racing
over crest,
lines can make you
into
quicker.
4 left, extra long, opens. Into 6 right long, 100. 6 right long, opens to flat crest. Into 6 right, 100.
We're destroying the Ghost right now.
6 left of a crest long. Into 5 left of a crest. 50, 4 right long. Into 5 left. Keep left of a 50.
Oh.
4 right. Opens. Into 4 left long. Opens of a crest. 100. 5 right long. Opens 30. 4 right long. Opens of a crest. 80. Slow. 3 left.
Ah, get out of there.
Opens
Oh,
5 long.
that was a close one.
50. 6 right of a crest. 100. 6 left. Opens 100. Flat long crest. 80. 5 right, extra long, 50. 6 left long of a crest, into 6 right long, keep right over 80.
No, I knew that was going to happen. Just need to brake more because we got more speed coming through there now.
80 to stop.
Ross has got his cool hat on. Yes, take it to the pub with you whenever whenever I'm streaming and if you're out at the pub. Hello Fabio, hope you're keeping well, bro. When I'm rallying again, we just touched upon that earlier, I'm not too sure yet. Need to figure out some budgets. Struggling with that at the moment. How about yourself? I seen, where were you testing? I seen you were testing your R2 Fiesta somewhere the other day. Can't remember where. This is being a real pain, not loading these leaderboards. So we're only 7 seconds away and we did have a bit of an accident there, so let's see what we can do. Let's not give up. Let's not give up just yet. We're gonna need to extend this out a bit more. Just bring that top speed up some more. Dampen wise, I think we're good. We could go that way with the rebound. I think we can just go low, fully low. We try going firmer with the roll bars and see how that is. Don't forget we're still learning track, but it's a lot of time to try and make up.
5, 4, 3,
yeah, I came 10th in Donegal Rally.
Go. 30, 1 left long tightens. Into 1 right.
Oh, look at that.
Into 2 left.
So guys, this is how you get a nice setup for the Subaru.
Right. Keep left over 50.
Now she's like a go-kart.
Tightens. Into 4 left long. Opens.
Ah, come on, yeah.
2 left. Into 2 right. Into 2 left long. Opens 50. 5 right long.
We are rotating and sliding the car there.
Into 3 right tightens. Into slow. 5 left. Into 1 right long. Tightens.
Again, messed that corner up.
Into 6 left. Extra long. Tightens 1. And 2 left tightens. 2 right. Into 3 left. Into 4 right. Keep left over 50. 2 right long. Into 5 left. Into 3 left tightens. 30. 5 right long. 30. 4 left long. Opens over crest. 30. 6 left long. 30. 3 right long tightens. Into caution. 6 left over crest. 3 right tightens. Into 6 left. Into 4 right tightens. Into 3 left tightens. 30. 5 left into turn. 2 left. Into 5 right long over crest. Into 4 left long.
It's just carrying so much speed through that junction.
Right long over crest. 30. 6 right. Keep right over 80. 6 left cut. 150. 4 right. Opens over crest. Into 4 left. Extra long. Opens.
Oh,
into 6
that was
right
close.
long, 100.
Almost ran off the road into the crash barrier.
To flat crest into 6 right 100. 6 left of a crest long. Into 5 left of a crest. 50. 4 right long. Into 5 left. Keep left of a 50. 4 right. Opens into 4 left long. Opens of a crest 100. 5 right long. Opens 30. 4 right long. Opens of a crest 80. Slow. 3 left. Opens 5 long. 50. 6 right of a crest 100. 6 left opens 100. Flat long crest 80. 5 right extra long 50. 6 left long of a crest into 6 right long. Keep right over 80.
Understeer, where we just managed at that time. Braked a little, came off throttle.
Crest over finish. 80 to stop.
Oh, A long way to getting the record. Well, we have to find one that we can beat tonight. Fabio was testing the R2 3 weeks ago in your gravel track. I'm testing the R5 Tarmac next month. Looking forward to it. Good, bro. That sounds really fun. It's a Mark II Fiesta R5 you have, isn't it? Five seconds. I just don't know where we're gonna make that, to be honest. I think we need the C4. We could come back with a C4. Let's just save what we've done there anyway on the setup. You save that so we don't lose it. And okay. Should we have another go with the C4 or bail and try to beat something else? Tarmac's not going to be easy to get a world record on. It's very popular in the game. $2018 spec, yeah. Nice. Let's have a crack. I want to see the difference between that and the C4. Please do not mess up the audio again. No Robo Phil. We don't want him. We don't want Phil going Robo. I think, yeah, that is the thing, Ross. I'm just not that up to speed with these cars on these tracks. Yeah, I think Spain's going to be hard for world record. At least the auto is not messed up. So we'll go with default setup first. And let's cheat a little bit and go on the bonnet.
2, 1, go. 30, one left long tightens. Into one right. Into two left. Into three right. Keep left over 50. Two right long, tightens one, tightens. Into four left long, opens 30.
She's getting that understeer, so something we need to improve.
Right. Into two left long, opens 50. 5 right long.
On the setup, we need to improve.
4 left long. Into 3 right tightens. Into slow. 5 left. Into 1 right long. Tightens. Opens. Into 6 left.
Just that understeer, we can't do anything about it. It's a setup thing.
And 2 left tightens. 2 right. Into 3 left. Into 4 right. Keep left over 50. 2 right long. Into 5 left. Into 3 left tightens. 30. 5 right long. 30. 4 left long.
Oh man. Alright, if we're not beating it with a good setup, then we'll have to go elsewhere. Differential, I think this is our issue. Gear in. Extend those again. Yeah, Spain and Germany are really popular in time trial, so we might have to go to Monte. Dampen firm. Yeah. Anti-roll bar, we'll leave that as it is. Bring that up closer. This rear spring's a bit stiffer to come in line with the front a bit more. Seeing as we're getting the understeer, that's probably not helping our case.
2, 1, go. 30, one left long, tightens. Into one right. Into two left. Into three right. Keep left over 50, two right long, tightens one, tightens. Into four left long, opens 30. Two left. Into two right. Into two left long, opens 50. Five right long. Into four left long. Into three right, tightens. Into slow. Five left. Into one right long, tightens. Opens. Into six left, extra long, tightens one.
It's feeling good, but
And two left, tightens. Two right. Into three left.
we'll see how the times.
Into four
Oh,
right.
go.
Keep left over 50.
Messed
two
that
right
up.
long. Into five left. Into three left, tightens. 30. Five right long.
Not much,
30.
yeah.
Four left long. Opens over crest. 30. Six left long. 30. Three right long, tightens. Into caution. Six left over crest. Three right, tightens. Into six left. Into four right, tightens. Into three left, tightens. 30. Five left into turn. Two left. Into five right long over crest. Into four left long. Into four right long over crest. 30. Six right. Keep right over 80. Six left cut. 150. Four right. Opens over crest. Into four left. Extra long. Opens. Into six right long. 100.
I'm no faster
Six
now.
right long. Opens to flat crest. Into
Still
six
think,
right, 100.
I think it's going to take
Six
him
left
many,
over crest
many
long.
hours to beat this.
Into five left over crest. 50. Four right long. Into five left. Keep left over 50. Four right. Opens. Into four left long. Opens over crest. 100. Five right long. Opens 30. Four right long. Opens over crest. 80. Slow. Three left. Opens five long. 50. Six right over crest. 100. Six left. Opens 100. Flat long crest. 80. Five right, extra long, 50. Six left long over crest. Into six right long. Keep right over 80. Six left long, 100. Flat middle of a long crest over finish. 80 to stop.
A bit quicker, but not much. Bit quicker, but nowhere near enough. Oh god. Right, we're gonna have to think again. Where can we get a four-wheel drive world record? I know I'm good in New Zealand. I can be good in Monte Carlo, but probably not for a record, I don't think. God, it's a difficult choice. I'm gonna go Germany. Germany, this stage with. What should we go with? What's the fastest Group A car in here? It's obviously gonna be Lancia, isn't it? Oh no, shit! I meant to check leaderboard, not click into it. So we can go Group B, four-wheel drive. We can go Group A, or we could go. We haven't really done much on. We haven't done much of these, have we? This could be the one to go with. It's a bit of a cop-out, I must admit, but we don't have all day. Okay, we can do this one. We don't have all day, we'll have to pick something. Let's go for the Evo. And try and beat this. But yeah guys, you know, 4-wheel drive is pretty easy. A lot of it is in the setup, you know, things that we're struggling with now, we can obviously improve it with our driving style. If we're getting understeer, we can come off throttle, a little bit of brake. That can help, you know, just get your anti-speed right. But a lot of things are to do with the setup too. But it's basically front wheel drive on tarmac. That's what it's like. You just got the rear pushing you as well. So we're gonna go default setup and see how that is. Again, this is a cop out.
5, 4, 3.
Let's see how we can do.
1, go. 56 left of a crest, 80, 5 right of a crest into
Down in here.
4 left, 2 right of a crest long to flat middle of a jump,
Ooh,
50.
ooh. We're off.
6 left of a dip.
We're off. We got a bit of frame drop in there. I don't know why. I do have my graphics up so high though.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 56 left of a crest, 80, 5 right of a crest into deceptive, 4 left, 2 right of a crest long to flat middle of a jump, 50.
So we are getting
6 left of a
understeer.
dip.
We'll just have one run through and see how we do.
Turn unseen, hairpin left. Opens.
So we're braking nice and early. We don't have to pull the handbrake there. We're just trying to drive. And by driving, we get a nice run up this hill. Keep the momentum going. Same here. We don't want to slide. Carry the speed.
Don't cut, 5 right. Into 4 left long. Opens. Slow 4 right of a crest bump into unseen hairpin left. Into hairpin right. Opens 50. 4 right, very long. Tightens, don't
Just
cut.
a little tug of the handbrake, but not too much.
Extra long.
On tarmac, you just need a little bit to get a quick loss of grip.
Into 4 right of a crest long. Tightens. Into 5 left.
Keep it pinned now.
Into 4 right tightens.
Down through here, we can carry loads of speed. It's just all about getting your line right.
50, turn
Oh no! Oh!
right rear puncture.
I'm dead. I got killed by a Hinkelstein. Oh, I need to see that replay. Let's coach it through.
Into turn, open hairpin left.
Oh god,
120 over
that was a
crest,
big one.
Turn square right. Opens over crest. 200. Keep right into turn, 4 left. Opens flat over crest into caution.
That was pure
Keep
death.
Right over crest into don't cut, 4 left long. Tightens 3.
Oh.
Tightens.
Sorry, I got a puncture. That's annoying thing about our time trial is you have to go to the finish to get the
Right over
replay.
50. 6 left, 100.
I want to see it though. I want to see that crash.
4 right, tightens over crest, 120. Turn, 3 right tightens. Into don't cut, 4 left, very long. Opens over crest, 100. Turn, 4 right, don't cut.
Oh, it's so
turn,
hard
1
driving out of
left.
the rear puncher on tarmac. Car just snaps so quickly. Look at the state of it. Look at the state of the Evo.
200.
It's like a Jap import that's just been stripped for parts.
Don't cut, 4 right long. Slow 30. Turn unseen square left. Opens over crest, uphill, into 5 left long. into 5 right long, tightens 3, don't cut.
Go on, you girlie.
Opens 100. 4 left, tightens over bumps 50.
Weight reduction is right.
50
Wait,
over
this
finish,
car,
left to stop.
she would not pass post rally scrutiny. Let's take a look at this crash. Right, we're getting closer. It just shows you though, because down through here is flat out in an R5 car. With the Evo, we just ran a bit wide. And the rest is history. Clip the Inkelsteins. Oh! That was a beautiful crash. That was beautiful. Look at it. Don't you love to see it? Not really, but... yeah, we're just asking too much of the car, and it wasn't going to go around. We just lost the rear then. Hit the Hinkelstein and then launched off a couple of other Hinkelsteins with the front, and she's done a few rolls in the air and landed. That was perfect. Right, let's go again.
4, 3, 2, 1, go. 56 left of a crest, 80, 5 right of a crest into deceptive, 4 left, 2 right of a crest long, to flat middle of a jump, 50.
Oh, no.
6 left of a dip, 200.
That's okay.
Turn unseen, hairpin left.
Let's try and concentrate now. We do have a job on hand.
120.
Try and get this
6 right of a
record.
crest long,
Let's get a banker in, see where we are. Try not to crash this time. I'm going to blame that crash on the car being right-hand drive. It's not the first time I've rolled oh shit! It's not the first time I've rolled an Evo 10 in this game. Remember it happened one other time. Right, differential. Just open that up. And the braking one. Dampen. This is proven to be difficult, guys, tonight. So we just stiffened up the dampers because it's not, it's tarmac, but we got a bit more bumps here than Spain, so maybe we went too far there, but time will tell. I'll stiffen that up again too, and same with the anti-roll bar. Give that a go. But yeah, we need to get a banker in really.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 56 left of a crest, 80.
Right-hand drive is my nemesis.
Deceptive, 4 left, 2 right of a crest long. To flat middle of a jump, 50. 6 left of a dip.
On we go.
200.
On you girlie.
Turn unseen, hairpin left. Opens 120.
That's better, look at it. Don't
6
you love
right
to
of a
see
crest
that
long,
turn in?
250.
Nothing worse than getting understeer when you just want to go around the corner.
Unseen, hairpin
But
left.
it seems like it's better. Let's see how the rest of the stage goes.
Into open hairpin right, uphill. 100. Don't cut, 5 right. Into 4 left long.
Still
Opens.
slower than our run
Slow
over with the
right of a
default
crest
setup
bump
with
into
that crash.
unseen hairpin left. Into hairpin right. Opens 50. 4 right, very long. Tightens, don't cut. Into 4 left.
Car
Extra
the
long,
speed.
Tightens 3.
I got understeer.
Into 4 right of a crest long, tightens, into 5 left.
So try not to crash
Into 4
here this
right,
time.
Tightens. 60 over crest, 6 left, 50, turn hairpin right, caution don't cut. Into turn, open hairpin left.
Nice tug of the handbrake there just to get stopped.
Crest,
Nice and early in that corner, let it run out then, carry speed.
Crest, 200, keep right into turn, 4 left, opens flat of a crest, into caution, keep right of a crest, into don't cut, 4 left long, tightens 3, tightens.
Oof.
To keep right of a 50, 6 left, 100, 4 right, tightens over crest, 120, turn, 3 right tightens.
We need to take this cut off, so we want to get the...
Very long,
Oh.
opens over crest, 100.
I went a bit too much with that cut. So we need to take our cut off if we want to get the record.
200.
So you can feel how heavy this car is compared to on R5. It's much more difficult to stop than the R5s. You'll be on the brakes much earlier.
Tightens 3, don't cut. Opens 100. 4 left, tightens over bumps, 50. 50 over finish, square left.
Oh god, it just does not have as much grip as an R5. So that's our banker. Yeah, my ST is a lefty. She's a little left-hand drive babe. So we've got 4 seconds to make up, which should be doable. So let's try and get that done. We'll keep our setup. Wasn't too bad, that setup.
5, 4,
so let's see, can we get the record?
2, 1, go. 56 left of a crest, 80, 5 right of a crest into deceptive, 4 left, 2 right of a crest long, to flat middle of a jump, 50.
That was a bit messy, but we got away with it.
200, turn unseen, hairpin left, opens 120.
See, we carried nice speed there. We were gonna probably understeer, but we just had a little tug of the handbrake on the apex to stop it from pushing out.
Into open hairpin right, uphill, 100. Don't cut, 5 right, into 4 left long, opens.
We're 1/10 up.
Slow 4 right of a crest bump, into unseen hairpin left. Into hairpin right, opens 50.
Nice and late on the brakes in that first hairpin left, and we carry the speed around the right. Little tugs of the handbrake again. Carry the speed here, let the car run out. A little nibble there.
Into 5 left, into 4 right tightens. 60 over crest, 6 left, 50, turn hairpin right, caution don't cut. Into turn, open hairpin left. 120 over crest, turn square right. Opens over crest, 200. Keep right into turn, 4 left. Opens flat over
So you
crest.
see we're sliding the car through there.
Crest into don't cut, 4 left long, tightens 3, tightens. To keep right over 50, 6 left.
Carrying loads of speed there again.
4 right, tightens over crest, 120. Turn, 3 right tightens.
Oh.
Don't cut, 4 left, very long.
It's better through there.
100.
Come on.
4 right, don't cut.
Still not enough, it's going to be difficult.
200.
Really haven't picked the best locations, but
Slow 30, turn
made a bit of
unseen
time.
square left. Opens over crest, uphill, into 5 left long, into 5 right long, tightens 3, don't cut. Opens 100. 4 left, tightens over bumps, 50. 50 over finish, square left.
Oh, you girl, you. Don't be doing that. It's proper exhausting. So exhausting. We made a bit of time though, guys. So about 2 seconds to go, I think. Exactly 2 seconds. So that's achievable. Let's do a few more trickery roos in the setup department. Let's take that back a little bit. We can also turn up the braking. See, can we stop the car on its head a bit more? Let's just open up the differential center whenever we're on the throttle. We're going to extend the gearing. So we're in the ballpark to get this one done. Damping wise, we're probably good. Go try that. We'll go even lower again. And give that a rattle. Let's go. Let's do it,
5,
boys.
4, 3,
Shit or bust.
1, go. 56 left of a crest, 80, 5 right of a crest into deceptive, 4 left, 2 right of a crest long, to flat middle of a jump, 50, 6 left of
Car
a dip,
good speed there already. Car feels really solid.
turn
Probably
unseen
the lower
left,
right height.
opens 120. 6 right of a
Also, I
crest
think
long,
increasing the braking
250.
pressure is helping. We can slow the car down quicker.
Unseen, hairpin
We're already
left.
made a good bit of time.
Into open hairpin right, uphill, 100. Don't cut 5.
Car's rotating nicely,
Into 4 left long,
which could be
opens,
down to us opening up
slow
the
4 right of a
center
crest
diff
bump,
on
into
throttle.
unseen hairpin left. Into hairpin right, opens 50. 4 right, very long, tightens
Come on.
don't cut. Into 4 left,
Let's
extra long,
keep it lit.
tightens 3.
carrying nice speed
Into
now.
4 right of a crest long, tightens. Into 5 left. Into 4 right, tightens. 60 over crest. 6 left. 50. Turn hairpin right. Caution, don't cut. Into turn, open hairpin left. 120 over crest. Turn square right. Opens over crest. 200. Keep right into turn 4 left. Opens flat of a crest, into caution, keep right of a crest, into don't cut 4 left long, tightens 3, tightens, to keep right of a 50, 6 left, 100,
Just trying to carry as
4
much
right,
speed as we
tightens
can
of a
through the
crest,
corners.
120, turn 3 right, tightens, into don't cut 4 left, very long, opens of a crest, 100, turn 4 right, don't cut,
It's not
into
enough
turn,
yet.
1 left. 200. Don't cut 4 right long. Slow 30. Turn unseen square left. Opens of a crest. Uphill. Into 5 left long. Into 5 right long.
Trying
tightens
everything I
3,
can, trying to
don't cut.
carry as much speed as possible.
Opens 100. 4 left. Tightens over bumps. 50. 50 over finish, square left, to stop.
No! Ah, it's almost a second. 1.2. Come on, we don't give up. What can we do to improve this? Let's try slacking off that preload on the rear. Otherwise, probably not too bad. Let's try putting up the rear anti-roll bar a bit. Will we get rid of Phil? Chuck them out. We know where we're going anyway, guys. We don't need pace notes.
1, go.
Come on.
56 left of a crest, 80, 5 right of a crest into deceptive, 4 left, 2 right of a crest long, to flat middle of a jump, 50, 6 left of a dip, 200, turn unseen, hairpin left, opens, 120.
You see what I've done there again. Tried to go in as deep as I could with the speed, and then a little touch of the handbrake once we started to get understeer.
Into open hairpin right, uphill.
Ah, shit, this is worse. Right. Haha. Just take that off again a little touch. Try going lower again. Let's also bring that up. Should help. After this, can you do snow or ice? I could give it a go.
5, 4.
Yeah, my
2,
handbrake works as an axis, yeah, but
56 left of
I think it has to be set up like that with the certain controller, so mine works as that. Don't know if a flight stick will work.
6 left of a dip, 200, turn unseen, hairpin left, opens, 120. 6 right of a crest long.
Smacked the pole. I'm putting that down to using right-hand drive as well.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 56 left of a crest, 80, 5 right of a crest into deceptive, 4 left, 2 right of a crest long, to flat middle of a jump, 50, 6 left of a dip.
So we lost time there just by going way too deep in the braking, losing the car.
Opens, 120. 6 right of a crest long, 250. Unseen, hairpin left. Into open hairpin right, uphill. 100. Don't cut, 5 right. Into 4 left long, opens.
Not gonna make that up.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 56 left of a crest, 80, 5 right of a crest into deceptive, 4 left, 2 right of a crest long, to flat middle of a jump, 50, 6 left of a dip, 200, turn unseen, hairpin left, opens, 120, 6 right of a crest long,
It was nice and late on the brakes,
50,
even though we locked up. Still not ahead though.
Into open hairpin right, uphill, 100. Don't cut, 5 right, into 4 left long, opens. Slow 4 right of a crest bump, into unseen hairpin left. Into hairpin right, opens 50. 4 right, very long, tightens, don't cut. Into 4 left, extra long, tightens 3. Into 4 right of a crest long, tightens. Into 5 left, into 4 right, tightens. 60 over crest, 6 left, 50, turn hairpin right, caution, don't cut. Into turn, open hairpin left. 120 over crest, turn square right.
That was not
Opens
good.
over crest, 200. keep right into turn 4 left, opens flat of a crest, into caution, keep right of a crest, into don't cut 4 left long, tightens 3, tightens, to keep right of a 50, 6 left, 100, 4 right, tightens.
If you're able to catch a slide, it's fine. You think you can carry more speed doing so.
Into don't cut 4 left, very long, opens of a crest, 100, turn 4 right, don't cut, into turn 1 left, 200, don't cut 4 right long, slow 30, turn unseen square left, opens of a crest, uphill, into 5 left long, into 5 right long, tightens 3, don't cut, opens 100, 4 left, tightens over bumps, 50, 50, over finish, square left, to stop.
It's 3 tenths quicker, so we got 9 tenths to find. 8 tenths. Right, we got this. We got it. We got it. It's gonna be close. Let's try a little bit more negative camber. I wish you could take out some fuel.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Come on.
1.
Here we go. In we go.
Left of a crest, 80. 5 right of a crest into descent.
Flat to the square right.
4 left, 2 right of a crest long. To flat middle of a jump, 50. 6 left of a dip. 200. Turn unseen, hairpin left. Opens 120. 6 right of a crest
Feeling
long,
better differential wise.
250.
Not doing that funny thing where it spins up.
Into open hairpin right, uphill. 100.
It's feeling good. Feeling good. Sometimes you just hit a nice little sweet spot in the setup compared to before.
Into hairpin right. Opens 50.
So when it spins up like that, the differential, you're losing time.
Extra long, tightens 3. Into 4 right of a crest long, tightens. Into 5 left. Into 4 right, tightens. 60 over crest, 6 left, 50, turn hairpin right, caution don't cut. Into turn, open hairpin left. 120 over crest, turn square right. Opens over crest, 200. Keep right into turn 4 left. Opens flat over crest, into caution.
Made a bit of time there.
Into don't cut 4 left long, tightens 3, tightens. To keep right over 50. 6 left, 100. 4 right, tightens over crest, 120. Turn 3 right, tightens. Into don't cut 4 left, very long. Opens over crest, 100. Turn 4 right, don't cut. Into turn
close.
1 left. 200.
That felt good through there though.
Right long, slow 30.
That did feel good.
Turn unseen square left. Opens over crest, uphill, into 5 left long. Into 5 right long, tightens 3, don't cut. Opens 100. 4 left, tightens over bumps, 50. 50 over finish, square left.
Oh no! I
Discount.
knew that was going to happen. I could feel it in my head. We just clipped the inside. We're getting closer though. It's so hard to judge that last corner. I think the car's actually too stiff. It's acting a bit weird. Just it's not soaking up the bumps.
2, 1, go.
So we'll see if we can do it in this run. We might need to adjust the setup.
4 left, 2 right of a crest long to flat middle of a jump, 50. 6 left of a dip, 200. Turn unseen, hairpin left. Opens 120. 6 right of a crest long, 250. Unseen, hairpin left. Into open hairpin right, uphill. 100. Don't cut, 5 right. Into 4 left long. Opens.
It's so incredibly close.
Slow 4 right of a crest bump. Into unseen hairpin left. Into hairpin right.
Oh fuck.
Opens 50. 4 right, very
That was a
long,
mess.
tightens, don't cut. Into 4 left, extra long, tightens 3.
Wowie, whoa, wow. Come on. What can we do now? What can we do to make this better? Let's try increasing that, because when the car is going over undulations, that seems to be where it's not getting the grip. Let's try opening up the differential some more. And what's our rebound at? Try and get it to come back quicker. It's fun though, guys, isn't it? It's fun to watch. We'll keep pushing. We can do it.
56 left of a crest, 80. 5 right of a crest into deceptive. 4 left, 2 right of a crest long to flat middle of a jump, 50.
Ooh, bloody little orange sound.
6 left of a dip. 200. Turn unseen, hairpin left. Opens 120.
Stop hitting stuff. Oh, it's frustrating.
5.
We can do it though. I'm just being a bit of a pillock right now.
Go. 56 left of a crest, 80.
I think this Evo is attracted to hitting signs and boulders.
To flat middle of a jump, 50.
Seems
6
to be
left of a dip,
struggling so much to have control through there.
200. Turn unseen, hairpin left. Opens 120. 6 right of a crest long, 250. Unseen, hairpin left. Into open hairpin right, uphill. 100. Don't cut, 5 right. Into 4 left long, opens.
No, stop beating me,
Slow
ghost.
4 right of a crest bump, into unseen hairpin left. Into hairpin right, opens 50. 4 right, very long, tightens, don't cut. Into 4 left, extra long, tightens 3. Into 4 right of a crest long, tightens. Into 5 left. Into 4 right, tightens. 60 over crest. 6 left. 50. Turn hairpin right. Caution, don't cut. Into turn, open hairpin left. 120 over crest. Turn square right. Opens over crest. 200. Keep right into turn. 4 left. Opens flat of a crest, into caution, keep right of a crest, into don't cut, 4 left long, tightens 3, tightens, to keep right of a 50, 6 left, 100. 4 right, tightens over crest, 120. Turn, 3 right, tightens.
Oh shit.
Into don't cut, 4 left, very long. Opens over crest, 100. Turn, 4 right, don't cut. Into turn, 1 left. 200. Don't cut, 4 right long. Slow 30, turn unseen square left. Opens over crest, uphill, into 5 left long, into 5 right long, tightens 3, don't cut. Opens 100. 4 left, tightens over bumps, 50. 50, over finish, square left.
I fucking hit it again. Oh, it's wrecking my head now. This setup. That's worse. Right, let's try going 0 on that. Definitely worse.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's go.
Go. 56 left of a crest, 80.
Think we can do
5
it.
right of a crest into deceptive, 4 left, 2 right of a crest long. To flat middle of a jump, 50. 6 left of a dip.
Oh, got something in my eye. It's the
200.
wind.
Turn
Off my
unseen,
fan.
hairpin left. Opens 120. 6 right of a crest long, 250. Unseen, hairpin left. Into open hairpin right, uphill. 100. Don't cut, 5 right. Into 4 left long, opens. Slow 4 right of a crest bump, into unseen hairpin left. Into hairpin right, opens 50. 4 right, very long, tightens don't cut. Into 4 left, extra long, tightens 3. Into 4 right of a crest long, tightens. Into 5 left, into 4 right, tightens. 60 over crest, 6 left, 50, turn hairpin right, caution don't cut. Into turn, open hairpin left. 120 over crest, turn square right. Opens over crest, 200. Keep right into turn, 4 left. Opens flat over crest, into caution, keep right
Just
over crest.
small errors
don't
cost
cut,
you.
4 left long, tightens 3, tightens. To keep right over 50, 6 left, 100. 4 right, tightens over crest, 120. Turn, 3 right, tightens. Into don't cut, 4 left, very long. Opens over crest, 100. Turn, 4 right, don't cut. Into turn, 1 left. 200. Don't cut, 4 right long, slow 30. Turn, unseen square left. Opens over crest, uphill, into 5 left long. Into 5 right long, tightens 3, don't cut. Opens 100. 4 left, tightens over bumps, 50. 50, over finish, square left, to stop.
That was slower. What? Well, no, it wasn't. Was it? I think it was. Fuck. Is it slower? Server's so annoying when you're trying to connect it with this 4G router. I think it was slower, wasn't it? Yeah, slower. Setup's letting us down. Let's hello Shane. Hope you're keeping well. Thanks for tuning in. Early morning in Australia. Let's try locking the front differential. Take the gearing down a bit. Softer springs maybe. Actually I think firmer springs work well in Germany based on the R5 stuff I done.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 56 left of a crest, 80, 5 right of a crest into deceptive, 4 left, 2 right of a crest long. To flat middle of a jump, 50, 6 left of a dip, 200, turn unseen, hairpin left. Opens, 120. 6 right of a crest long, 250. Unseen, hairpin left. Into open hairpin right, uphill. 100. Don't cut, 5 right. Into 4 left long, opens. Slow 4 right of a crest bump, into unseen hairpin left. Into hairpin right, opens 50. 4 right, very long, tightens, don't cut. Into 4 left, extra long, tightens 3. Into 4 right of a crest long, tightens. Into 5 left, into 4 right, tightens. 60 over crest, 6 left, 50, turn hairpin right, caution don't cut. Into turn, open hairpin left. 120 over crest, turn square right. Opens over crest, 200. Keep right into turn, 4 left. Opens flat of a crest, into caution, keep right of a crest, into don't cut, 4 left long, tightens 3, tightens. To keep right of a 50, 6 left, 100, 4 right, tightens over crest, 120, turn, 3 right tightens, into don't cut, 4 left, very long, opens over crest, 100, turn, 4 right, don't cut, into turn, 1 left, 200, don't cut, 4 right long, slow 30, turn unseen square left. Opens over crest, uphill, into 5 left long, into 5 right long, tightens 3, don't cut. Opens 100, 4 left, tightens over bumps, 50, 50 over finish, square left. To stop.
Again. Oh god. It's difficult. I'm making time up in places and then losing it in others. I think it's mostly differential stuff though. It's hard to figure it out. Hard to know if opening it up is better. I think it's worse, isn't it? That's what's allowing it to spin up. I think. Need to rock out the VRs, right, guys? I'm impressed. We've got 41 people watching. That's a lot for per world record attempt. Right.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 56 left of a crest, 80, 5 right of a crest into deceptive, 4 left, 2 right of a crest long, to flat middle of a jump, 50, 6 left of a dip, 200, turn unseen, hairpin left, opens, 120, 6 right of a crest
better
long,
because
250,
differential's not spinning one wheel because one's losing traction. They're both spinning.
Into open hairpin right, uphill, 100. Don't cut, 5 right, into 4 left long, opens.
Eventually, I think I figured out what's wrong with the
Slow
setup,
full
which
right of
was
a crest
the
bump,
front
into
differential
unseen
being too
hairpin
open.
left. Into hairpin right, opens 50. 4 right, very long, tightens, don't cut.
Messed up that
Into
hairpin
4
left a bit.
Extra long, tightens 3. Into 4 right of a crest long, tightens, into 5 left, into 4 right tightens, 60 over crest, 6 left, 50, turn hairpin right, caution don't cut, into turn, open hairpin left, 120 over crest, turn square right, opens over crest, 200, keep right into turn, 4 left, opens flat of a crest, into caution, keep right of a crest, into don't cut, 4 left long, tightens 3, tightens, to keep right of a 50, 6 left, 100, 4 right, tightens of a crest, 120, turn, 3 right tightens, into don't cut, 4 left, very long, opens of a crest, 100, turn, 4 right, don't cut, into turn, 1 left, 200. Don't cut, 4 right long, slow 30, turn unseen square left. Opens of a crest, uphill, into 5 left long, into 5 right long, tightens 3, don't cut. Opens 100, 4 left, tightens over bumps, 50, 50, over finish, square left, to stop.
Some sort of bug with that time, because oh no, I don't have 47.9 again. I think there's something wrong with the time. I don't know anymore. Because it says my personal best is a 2:45, and obviously it's not. I think I just done a 0.9 again, didn't I? Just frustrating. See, it says 2:45.4, and that's not correct, obviously.
4, 3, 2, 1, go. 56 left of a crest, 80, 5 right of a crest into deceptive, 4
So
left,
47.9 is what we're beating.
flat middle of a jump, 50, 6 left of a dip, 200, turn unseen, hairpin left, opens 120, 6 right of a crest long, 250, unseen, hairpin left, Into open hairpin right, uphill. 100. Don't cut, 5 right. Into 4 left long, opens. Slow 4 right of a crest bump, into unseen hairpin left. Into hairpin right, opens 50. 4 right, very long, tightens, don't cut. Into 4 left, extra long, tightens 3.
Nah, you...
Into 4 right of a crest.
The process of getting a world record is not fun.
5, 4, 3.
Let's just put that out there.
1, go. 56 left of a crest, 80, 5 right of a crest. Into
Let's throw everything at it now. Let's go
4
paddle
left,
shift.
2 right of a crest long. To flat middle of a jump, 50.
Jeez. Right, we're going paddle shift now. It's a paddle shift Evo 10.
5,
We're going to have to throw everything at it.
3, 2, 1, go. 56 left of a crest, 80, 5 right of a crest into deceptive, 4 left, 2 right of a crest long. To flat middle of a jump, 50. 6 left of a dip, 200. Turn unseen, hairpin left. Opens 120. 6 right of a crest long, 250. Unseen, hairpin left. Into open hairpin right, uphill. 100. Don't cut, 5 right. Into 4 left long, opens.
Not as good, come on.
Slow 4 right of a crest.
It's getting a bit desperate now, unfortunately.
Left. Into hairpin right, opens 50. 4 right, very long, tightens, don't cut. Into 4 left, extra long, tightens 3. Into 4 right of a crest long, tightens. Into 5 left, into 4 right, tightens. 60 over crest, 6 left, 50, turn hairpin right, caution, don't cut. Into turn, open hairpin left. 120 over crest, turn square right. Opens over crest, 200. Keep right into turn, 4 left. Opens flat over crest, into caution, keep right over crest, into don't cut, 4 left long, tightens 3, tightens. To keep right over 50, 6 left, 100. 4 right, tightens over crest, 120. Turn, 3 right, tightens. Into don't cut, 4 left, very long. Opens over crest, 100. Turn, 4 right, don't cut. Into turn, 1 left. 200. Don't cut, 4 right long, slow 30. Turn, unseen square left. Opens over crest, uphill, into 5 left long. Into 5 right long, tightens 3, don't cut. Opens 100. 4 left, tightens over bumps, 50. 50 over finish, square left, to stop.
I can't get any more time. We're basically on the same time every time now. 49.9 is our best. We just done a 48.0. Bonnet cam. Good suggestion. Let's try stiffening up. What can we do with differentials? 240. No, the record's at 247, what I'm on. Thanks, Ross. So let's try going harder anti-roll bars just for the shits and giggles.
Five, 4, 3,
so
2,
let's
1,
see how we go now.
go. 56 left of a crest, 80, 5 right of a crest into deceptive, 4 left, 2 right of a crest long, to flat middle of a jump, 50, 6 left of a dip, 200, turn unseen, hairpin left, opens, 120, 6 right of a crest long, 250, unseen, hairpin left, into open hairpin right, uphill, 100, don't cut, 5 right, into 4 left long, opens, slow 4 right of a crest bump, into unseen hairpin left, into hairpin right, opens, 50, 4 right, very long, tightens, don't cut, into 4 left, extra long, tightens 3, into 4 right of a crest long, tightens, into 5
I
left,
shouldn't have cut that.
into 4 right, tightens, 60 over crest, 6 left, 50, turn, hairpin right, caution, don't cut, into turn, open hairpin left, 120 over crest, turn, square right, opens over crest, 200, keep right into turn, 4 left, opens flat of a crest, into caution, keep right of a crest, into don't cut, 4 left long, tightens 3, tightens, to keep right of a 50, 6 left, 100, 4 right, tightens of a crest, 120, turn, 3 right, tightens, into don't cut, 4 left, very long, opens of a crest, 100, turn, 4 right, don't cut, into turn, 1 left, 200, don't cut, 4 right long, slow 30, turn, unseen square left, opens of a crest, uphill, into 5 left long, into 5 right long, tightens 3,
gravel
don't
slippery.
cut, opens 100, 4 left, tightens over bumps, 50, 50 over finish, square left, to stop.
Fuck's sake. I don't know. It's better at the start, but not at the rear, at the end. Let's try and dial out some more understeer. Let's open this bitch up and see what happens. It did look faster. I don't know where I lost it in the last bit.
3, 2, 1, go. 56 left of a crest, 80, 5 right of a crest into deceptive, 4 left, 2 right of a crest long, to flat middle of a jump, 50, 6 left of a dip, 200,
Killed the understeer now anyway.
hairpin left, opens, 120, 6 right of a crest long, 250,
Felt a bit messy, to be honest.
hairpin left, into open hairpin right, uphill, 100, don't cut, 5 right, into 4 left long, opens. Slow for right of a crest bump into unseen hairpin left. Into hairpin right. Opens 50. For right, very long, tightens dot cut.
Active differentials are so strange.
Extra long, tightens 3.
Does seem to be less understeer
Into
now
4
though.
right of a crest long, tightens. Into 5 left. Into 4 right, tightens. 60 over crest, 6 left, 50, turn hairpin right, caution don't cut. Into turn, open hairpin left. 120 over crest, turn square right. Opens over crest, 200. Keep right into turn, 4 left. Opens flat over crest, into caution. Keep right over crest, into don't cut, 4 left long. Tightens 3, tightens. To keep right over 50. 6 left, 100. 4 right, tightens over crest, 120. Turn, 3 right, tightens.
Fuck.
Into don't cut, 4 left, very long, opens over crest, 100. Turn, 4 right, don't cut.
Fuck's sake.
Into turn, 1 left. 200.
How can we be such failures, right? Let's select. Can we select our ghost? Oh, man. Could give VR a smash. So we got their ghost on. Yes. Oh. Oh. Didn't like that, did it? Oh shit, we lost the setup now too. RIP. Big massive F. Right. Let's whip this out. See if it works. Please. So Oculus mirror on. It's a desperate time. You have to go for the big bad boy VR. It's just frustrating though when you're trying to front caster. It's just frustrating when you're trying to beat the time and you can't do it. Let me just stretch this out fuse a little bit. too much. I've made the window a bit too big. 2 seconds, guys. I'm just changing the window so it looks good for you. There you go. Problem is we don't have our setup now. Lost that. So we try and remember what we had. We opened this up. Let's try opening that up again. Bring up the rear on the throttle. Gearing, I'm not too sure. We'll just guesstimate it for now. Damping, we went pretty hard with it. Pretty low. And we were fully hard on these things, sort of on the springs, and then anti-roll bar. We'll keep it at that for now. Still got the problem of being in right-hand drive though, don't we? Oh, here goes nothing.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 56 left of a crest, 80, 5 right of a crest into deceptive, 4 left, 2 right of a crest long, to flat middle of a jump, 50, 6 left of a dip, 200, turn unseen, hairpin left, opens 120.
So I brake myself coming into there. Just want to turn graphics down a bit. Don't know why, but it seems like everything's gone a little bit more framey recently on my machine. I'm gonna keep trying to get it to work all the time, but it just doesn't seem to want to.
4, 3, 2, 1.
This could take some readjustments.
6 left of a crest, 80, 5 right of a crest into deceptive, 4 left, 2 right of a crest long, to flat middle of a jump, 50, 6 left of a dip, 200, turn unseen, hairpin left, opens 120, 6 right of a crest long, 250, unseen, hairpin left, into open hairpin right, uphill, 100, don't cut, 5 right, into 4 left long, opens,
It's not looking good so far.
slow 4 right of a crest bump, into unseen hairpin left, into hairpin right, opens 50, 4 right, very long, tightens, don't cut, into 4 left, extra long, tightens 3, into 4 right of a crest long, tightens, into 5 left, into 4 right, tightens. 60 over crest, 6 left, 50, turn hairpin right, caution don't cut. Into turn, open hairpin left. 120 over crest, turn square right. Opens over crest, 200. Keep right into turn, 4 left. Opens flat over crest, into caution, keep right over crest, into don't cut, 4 left long, tightens 3, tightens. To keep right over 50, 6 left, 100. 4 right, tightens over crest, 120. Turn, 3 right, tightens. Into don't cut, 4 left, very long. Opens over crest, 100. Turn, 4 right, don't cut. Into turn, 1 left. 200.
I don't know, guys. Honestly, it's proven to be a big challenge, and I'm sweating way too much now too. See, can we get anyway close? We'll see. Softer anti-roll bars might do a trick. We'll have a couple of more goes and see how we get on. It does take a little while to readjust to VR, that's for sure. It's it's a lot different. It's more enjoyable, but tricky to readjust.
6 left of a crest, 80. 5 right of a crest into deceptive. 4 left, 2 right of a crest long. To flat middle of a jump, 50.
Oh fuck.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 56 left of a crest, 80. 5 right of a crest into deceptive. 4 left, 2 right of a crest long. To flat middle of a jump, 50. 6 left of a dip. 200. Turn unseen, hairpin left. Opens 120.
It's just getting to the point now where it's incredibly frustrating, but you're overdriving too, trying to find time from nowhere.
56 left of a crest, 80. 5 right of a crest into deceptive. 4 left, 2 right of a crest long. To flat middle of a jump, 50. 6 left of a dip. 200. Turn unseen, hairpin left. Opens 120. 6 right of a crest long, 250.
You're trying to also unlearn everything you've learned on the monitor.
Hairpin left. Into open hairpin right, uphill. 100. Don't cut, 5 right.
Probably too much handbrake usage, to be honest.
Opens. Slow 4 right of a crest, bump into unseen hairpin left. Into hairpin right. Opens 50. 4 right, very long, tightens don't cut. Into 4 left, extra long, tightens 3. Into 4 right of a crest long, tightens. Into 5 left. Into 4 right, tightens. 60 over crest, 6 left, 50, turn hairpin right, caution don't cut. Into turn, open hairpin left. 120 over crest, turn square right. Opens over crest, 200. Keep right into turn, 4 left.
I think it's safe to say that
into caution, keep right
I'm getting no quicker in VR.
Left long, tightens 3, tightens. To keep right over 50, 6 left, 100. 4 right, tightens over crest, 120. Turn, 3 right, tightens. Into don't cut, 4 left, very long. Opens over crest, 100. Turn, 4 right, don't cut. Into turn, 1 left. 200. Don't cut.
Made a nice bit of time through there, to be honest.
Slow 30.
Made a bit of time up.
Unseen square left. Opens over crest, uphill, into 5 left long, into 5 right long, tightens 3, don't cut. Opens 100. 4 left, tightens over bumps, 50. 50 over finish, square left, to stop.
That corner is so tricky. So it looks like there's a bit of time to be made at the end. If we can keep up a bit at the start.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 56 left of a crest, 80, 5 right of a crest into deceptive, 4 left, 2 right of a crest long, to flat middle of a jump, 50, 6 left of a dip, 200, turn unseen, hairpin left, opens, 120. 6 right of a crest long, 250. Unseen, hairpin left. Into open hairpin right, uphill. 100. Don't cut, 5 right. Into 4 left long.
Just can't keep up in this first bit for some reason.
Slow 4 right of a crest bump.
Could be the setup though,
Unseen
it's not as
left.
good as what we had maybe.
Into hairpin right. Opens 50.
See that where it spins up. Fucking is pissing the hell out of me. Why is it doing that? Let's open up center diff. See what that does. Swear I'm gonna take my headset off and there's gonna be no one
5,
left watching.
4, 3, 2, 1, go. 56 left of a crest, 80, 5 right of a crest into deceptive, 4 left, 2 right of a crest long, to flat middle of a jump, 50, 6 left of a dip, 200, turn unseen, hairpin left, opens 120, 6 right of a crest long, 250, unseen, hairpin left, into open hairpin right, uphill, 100, don't cut, 5 right, into 4 left long,
Hey,
opens,
come on.
slow 4 right of a crest bump, into unseen hairpin left, into hairpin right, opens 50, 4 right, very long, tightens don't cut, into 4 left, extra long, tightens 3, into 4 right of a crest long, tightens, into 5 left, into 4 right, tightens, 60 over crest, 6 left, 50, turn hairpin right, caution don't cut, into turn, open hairpin left,
Ah, fucked it up.
120 over crest, turn square
Fuck. It's like one sector goes well and then start messing it up.
2, 1, go. 56 left of a crest, 80, 5 right of a crest into
Might have to throw in the
deceptive,
tile
4
soon.
left, 2 right of a crest long, to flat middle of a jump, 50,
Is that spitting me out like that? It's annoying.
200, turn unseen, hairpin left, opens, 120, 6 right of a crest long, 250, unseen, hairpin left, into open hairpin right, uphill, 100, don't cut, 5 right, into 4 left long, opens, slow 4 right of a crest bump, into unseen hairpin left, into hairpin right, opens, 50, 4 right, very long, tightens, don't cut, into 4 left, extra long, tightens, 3, into 4 right of a crest long, tightens, into 5 left, into 4 right, tightens, 60 over crest, 6 left, 50, turn hairpin right, caution, don't cut, into turn, open hairpin left, 120 over crest, turn square right, opens over crest, 200, keep right into turn, 4 left, opens flat of a crest, into caution, keep right of a crest, into don't cut, 4 left long, tightens, 3, tightens.
Oh! 2 green splits, but not enough time. It's just like you make one little mistake, and you're losing your whole time again.
3, 2, 1, go. 56 left of a crest, 80, 5 right of a crest, into deceptive, 4 left, 2 right of a crest long, to flat middle of a jump, 50, 6 left of a dip, 200, turn unseen, hairpin left, opens, 120, 6 right of a crest long, 250, unseen, hairpin
Can't win
left,
them all, but you can certainly try, guys.
into open hairpin right, uphill, 100, don't cut, 5 right, into 4 left long, opens, slow 4 right of a crest bump, into unseen hairpin left, into hairpin right, opens, 50, 4 right, very long, tightens, don't cut, into 4 left, extra long, tightens, 3, into 4 right of a crest long, tightens, into 5 left, into 4 right, tightens, 60 over crest, 6 left, 50, turn hairpin right, caution, don't cut, into turn, open hairpin left, 120 over crest, turn square right, opens over crest, 200, keep right into turn, 4 left, opens flat of a crest, into caution, keep right of a crest, into don't cut, 4 left long, tightens, 3, tightens, to keep right of a 50, 6 left, 100, 4 right, tightens of a crest, 120, turn, 3 right, tightens, into don't cut, 4 left, very long, opens of a crest, 100, turn, 4 right, don't cut, into turn, 1 left, 200, don't cut, 4 right long, slow 30, turn unseen, square left, opens of a crest, uphill, into 5 left long, into 5 right long, tightens, 3, don't cut, opens, 100, 4 left, tightens over bumps, 50, 50, over finish, square left, to stop.
Alright guys, we're gonna leave it. You just can't win them all, unfortunately, and I'm a very sweaty boy now. That was my competitive side coming out trying to beat that, but yeah, just not happening tonight. We'll give it a go some other night, though. Again, we'll figure it out. We just need a bit of a better setup, I think. But yeah, it's getting quite late here now, 11:30, so I think we will leave the stream there. Thank you very much for tuning in, as always. It's been a pleasure. Thank you to the two donators on the stream as well. Sasquatch being one of them, and Seb Scott the other one. So yeah, that's the way it goes, guys. You can give it your all, but sometimes it's just not enough. But yeah, thanks guys for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Hopefully Wednesday I'll do another stream, I think. So yeah, until next time, see you then guys. Cheers. Bye bye.